sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Okay, we are live here. Back in 10 Drink Minimum Studios in the flesh. Holly Ann is here.
I am here. Hello.
Billy is here.
We veered away from like our tagline since having the studio here in Santa Barbara neighborhood, like live from the Martinez town or whatever, like downtown.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara. I totally forgot what the entire thing was.
It was like live from deep in the heart of Santa Barbara neighborhood, the Martinez town, something like that. Yeah.
But we are not. I guess we are downtown.
Yeah, kind of. It's
our own special way of our special part of Albuquerque that has been cherished to us. And the thing is, like, Tin Drink Nation, you have like 3 more podcasts until we're out of this place.
Right. That's the big news. Smiley just came in. Sit down. Come sit down. Come sit in. So yeah, this is the beginning of the end for the Martinez Town studio. You're not gonna be able to sit there. You're gonna sit up this bar. Yeah, you're gonna be right up there.
And
you're still
God, I just remember like all the, I guess the tagline, especially when you were in Old Town.
Yeah, from the muddy banks of the Rio Grande River. Yeah. You're listening to 10 Drink Minimum. Yeah. So yeah, this is the beginning of the end. I mean, I've already got the new studio. Like, you don't want to be on camera, or you want?
I'm just trying.
I know. You want to move more that way? You totally can. Yeah. See, there you go. So, yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, we've been in this studio over 7 years now.
7 years, but also there was a stint that we did the art bar.
I forgot about that for a year.
Like every Sunday.
Do you remember when we came back? You guys both will remember this, you and James. When we came back from the art bar to here, for us, it was like ultra refreshing. Here, let me move
it was a totally like, like a weight off our shoulders kind of thing.
I was like, man, this is so amazing. And then everyone was like, man, so, like when you'd see people and they knew the art bar shut down, you'd see people and they're like,
what are you guys doing now?
So what are you guys going to do now? I mean, like, it was like just this fucking defeat. Like, we were just done. We're fucked, you know? Art bar closed and we just can't function anymore. We're not going to have a show anymore, I guess. And us, we're like that eagle that's been caged for like, you know, a year. And all of a sudden the door opens and our wings spread out. And we're like, we don't have all this stress. We don't have like internet problems. And Holly Ann's like, I don't know any of this.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That was before my time.
Live shows?
Yeah. Live shows every Sunday night. Fun,
but also
stressful.
So stressful.
And I remember I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just glad we don't do live shows every week because that is stressful.
Right.
We used to do them every week.
Oh, no, thank you.
Well, and then like
live on stage.
You get this thing where like you do a show for somebody and they don't care and they kind of treat you shitty.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, fuck, I don't really want to do these anymore. And then you go, like, we went to Safe House last week.
That was amazing.
And they were, like, amazing. They're just like, oh, what do you need? What do you need this? You need that? Like, today I was in there, and I was talking about the whiskey they let us try. I'm not going to say what the name of it is because I don't want to ruin that. I guess we did. Did we talk about that on the show?
We talked about
it. It
was after the show.
Okay. So I'm like, yeah, we got to, we didn't talk about that on the show because it was after the show we did.
It was after the show.
Yeah. So anyway, we got to try a special whiskey that ain't out yet. And the guy behind the bar today goes, you got to try that? What the fuck? And I was like, you haven't tried it yet? He goes, no, they won't let us. I'm like, oops.
Really? That's
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, that was after the show.
I think I commented on this on the show, basically like how I'd be the cheapest date of all time. And when I actually tried it, I was like, yep, this will get me drunk. Grade A.
Grade
Stamp
A.
it.
Stamp of Billy's approval.
This will get me drunk.
This will get you drunk. Oh, they're saying Melissa Paris. Nice seeing you guys last week. Nice seeing you. Thanks for coming out to the show. That was cool, man. Make sure that this is the... Yeah, okay, cool. I was trying to figure out the live feed was working.
I apologize for everyone for
Yeah.
coming in late.
I was like, I didn't know what you wanted me to do. You're like, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So that's why I was like, you don't have to make it if you can't. But anyway, so the new studios. I mean, it's a new place, and we're right now we're off downtown. We're about a mile away.
Yeah, we can't technically call ourselves downtown, but it's it's like from door to door, from here to Sister Bar, it's only 21 minutes.
Right.
So it's still downtown.
Yeah, and also here to like Dialogue is like what, 7 minutes?
Okay.
Also here...
from the actual brewery district, yes, we are like
right. We're in the brewery, but the new place, we will be in the guts of downtown.
Nice.
We'll be half a block from Bosey Brothers.
Like somebody will take a wheelbarrow and just like carry you to your house.
Safe House Distilling is a block.
Nice.
Red Door's new brewery downtown
Is a 3-minute walk.
3-minute walk.
But Bosey Brothers is a 30-second walk.
Nice.
Yeah, literally 30-second walk.
I am kind of sad that you're going to be moving further away from my new place of employment, though.
Oh yeah. I know that sucks, but I'll still hang out. I'll still come and hang out there.
Nice.
That's not going to be an issue.
Oh gosh, like I'm so happy for Holly for being
thanks.
a part of the Hollow Spirits family now.
Yes.
And I have to go in and be like, okay, so you know how I drink, Holly. Like I'm not
how I do it.
I don't need some hibiscus. I don't need some freaking like a ball of ice put into like a martini glass.
I do.
It's like here's a pint glass and here's some liquor and you're gonna be fine, Billy.
Yeah. Can you put it in a jar? What kind of jar do you got here?
Do you have actually? Pint glasses are too fancy for me.
What's your jar situation?
Do you have just mason jars?
I bet I could serve you a drink in a mason jar. I don't know that my boss would be too happy if I did it, but I bet it would be fine. I'll just be like, this is the Billy Belmont.
Is
he
it
requested
only because
a mason
you have
jar.
to bring in your own like mason jar?
No, I think we have some there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll bring one in. I'll be like, this is Billy Belmont from Ten Drink. I don't know if you know who he is.
It's almost the equivalent of going into a place and be like, do you have Bud Lights? Like,
Oh,
no. But on a higher scale, like a little,
Yeah.
I know this exactly. There's craft spirits being made. It's like, do I need this, cherry like caviar martini?
Caviar.
Cherry caviar martini?
Sounds disgusting.
That could be a drink.
Maybe we could just put caviar on the rim.
That's nasty.
Oh yeah, this is like dip it in
Right.
caviar.
Oh.
Ugh.
But craft spirits are a thing, and
They
things
are.
like Safe House has some great ones. The thing is, when I go to Hall of Spirits, they have beer, so I guess go towards that.
I enjoy the fact that they do have that. They have beer.
Yeah. We get a lot of people that are surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised
Yeah.
because there's a lot of distilling they don't.
They don't.
And
Yeah.
and that's fine. That's fine too.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come in and order Fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Well, most of the times you go into like a place like that and you're like, what are these? Suicide drinks?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm ignorant.
Are these like real drinks or are these like things I want to like ruin my life with?
I am
Right.
ignorant in the way of spirits to where, like, okay, we have craft everything. Like, you
Yeah.
can get a
Yep.
craft hot dog.
Dude, they have craft hot dogs now. It's fucking ridiculous.
And you can get a craft bologna sandwich.
Ugh.
So
Where's that at?
Is that just pimento loaf?
No, it's you can go there and it's like artisan bologna and like on
Yes.
like some kind of ciabatta bread, like
Ciabatta.
Ciabatta bread.
All right, all right. I gotta stop right there. So you guys correct me whenever I mess up the Native American. If you're gonna fuck up my white words, it's messed up. Ciabatta bread.
It is ciabatta. You obviously get them from the bodega.
Ciabatta.
Okay. So
Shame.
I was gonna name my dog Ciabatta.
whereas
one
where
time.
I was going with this is the idea that there has not been. Speaking of Mexico, is the leading consumer of Fireball. Is
that
there
right?
not
Yeah.
a
That.
Fireball craft alternative?
Yeah, you use sitting at my bar, and I got so excited just to sit there and watch her. But the things that came out of her mouth were things like, I don't really like your stupid crafty drinks. Like, I just want to do shots.
Oh my god.
And we don't serve shots. You can order something neat.
Can you just put the booze right in my mouth?
Yeah. Can you just pour them right in my mouth? And then she made the other bartender take pictures of her and her friend for like 30 minutes. And it was just ridiculous. And then she was like, I just don't see why you guys waste time like squeezing lemons and mixing things. Are you putting eggs in that drink? That's weird. It was just, yeah.
If she's a bartender, she doesn't know about eggs and
Well,
drinks?
I mean, she works at a place
Ugh.
here in town that does not. They serve Fireball. Let's just
was
say
it
that.
the assault yards?
No, it was
I coined that, by the way.
assault yards.
That's fine. Did you see that fucking brawl?
Yeah, you showed it to me yesterday.
God dang. Some guy gets fucking hit with a chair. It's like WWE. Then some dude got sucker punched at the assault yards.
Oh God, no! She works at like
Yep.
she works at that one place that looks like you read books there, but you don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And she was there to
That
get wasted
place.
before work.
I can get behind that, actually. Like, I know, especially, like, working in an establishment that prides itself on artisan drinks, and that's your stick. But I'm going to walk in and be like, you guys have mason jars?
I mean,
Just-
that's fine, but just to call them stupid,
for you, Billy.
crafty
Right. Just
drinks.
for you.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
I was like, okay, bitch, here's your vodka soda.
Bitch, you know what I want?
Okay, so I was actually out. Like, I've pretty much been a hermit since my partner left, and I miss her so
Your
much.
partner?
Yeah. So she is
That is correct.
in
Okay.
Chicago, Washington,
Like your
D.C.
business partner?
And it's one of those things where, like, she
Just keeps going.
she is my partner. She is the love of my life.
Oh.
And so
Wait a minute. You going to business with someone that you're in love with? That's not a good idea.
That's not a smart idea. That's not
terrible
That's
fucking
not
idea.
smart.
And so it was just like, you need to go out. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sick of you just like texting me, bugging me pretty much. And so I go out. And so I fell asleep. I had a nap. And I wake up because Perry Packeru was playing at Thirsty Eye. And I was like, oh, shit, I need to get there. And I going to miss her set, so I don't get an Uber. I drive there. And here are the two freaking things I noticed about, like, I guess bartending or even just being a server is that it takes... Because Thirsty Eye is a coffee shop, too.
It's both. Yeah, it's weird. It's a coffee
And
shop
so-
and a brewery. Very odd.
And so I'm not...
Odd that it never happened before here.
I'm not drinking. And so I feel bad to order a coffee drink because it takes so long to prep it. Whereas, like, there is a tap where you can just pour beer and it takes, 10 seconds? And it's cheaper to get coffee, obviously. And so I did come to a happy medium. I did try the kombucha, and I've never tried kombucha before. So that's just basically
So
like
did you come over to the dark side?
I do love kombucha now.
Are you now
Ooh.
shopping at Whole Foods?
I'm just thinking about the economics behind
You're actually drinking that fucking shit.
it was fine.
I like kombucha. I'm not.
All I'm saying is that the labor that goes behind making a stellar espresso, a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
an Americano, and it costs less, whereas, like, you're gonna pay $5 for a pint where they just take and just pour it for 5 seconds to give it to you.
You know, Americano is just like a espresso and water, right?
Well, it's just called coffee.
But he likes it. I mean,
I liked it.
It's coffee.
I feel like we got to get into the meat of what's going on in Albuquerque right now.
Pints are too damn high.
Pints are too damn high. I do this every year.
What's going on?
I do this every year. Every year.
Other than the Balloon Fiesta.
It's Balloon Fiesta.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what? Anybody that has any complaints that doesn't live where I live, you have no idea. My whole side of town has been taken over, and they've decided to do some construction right in that area. So then, Balloon Fiesta happens, traffic is on, Alameda, but then it is backed up, all the way to, Manal on Wyoming.
So, I hear what you're saying. I went to Golden Bride today.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get my
I forgot
burrito.
about that.
And we have a Golden Bride here on Lomas that's a little not normal. It's not
It's
a normal.
not aesthetically pleasing. It's kind of a janky way to run a fast food place.
Right, okay. So there's the building and then a driveway, another building, and
Right.
then the actual drive-through area. It's very odd.
Yeah.
And, if you live around here, you know how it works. Well, not the 3 to 5 other fuckheads that were there to get burritos
Yeah.
same time because they're in a third lane that they had created. There's no third lane.
There's
by the
none.
Way. And someone actually started backing out and trying to turn around.
Oh my
What?
god.
And I'm like, motherfucker, here we go.
I mean, I know that it brings a lot of revenue to
Yeah.
our town, but also it sucks for everybody who lives
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because then you also kind of forget it's happening, and then you're like, why is traffic so bad? Why
go
is
out
my
and eat
favorite
like a-
restaurant so full?
I want to go out and eat like a dumbass.
Yeah, it's like you might as well just go to Costco, stock up for the week,
Right.
because you should not
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yep. And I say this every year, son. This isn't. But I don't want to keep going. But I do want to do something a little different.
Okay.
This is all Billy.
Okay.
Billy brought this up, and I heard it, and I didn't listen. And today,
What is
he's
it?
right. There's a dark side to this Balloon Fiesta.
Oh.
Where are all the fucking homeless people at?
Right?
Where the fuck?
It's like when Trump
Albuquerque.
came to town. It's like they
Yeah.
ship them somewhere, give them hotels for
Mayor
the night.
Keller, where are the homeless people? And I don't want people to go, oh, hey, you want more homeless people? No. We have a lot of homeless people. Albuquerque is like the stop where other cities ship them to. So here's how I know you're right. So where did I leave my car at last night?
You left it near Dialogue.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
So I had to walk over there and get it today. What's on the way from here to Dialogue?
The health care for the homeless
I know,
facility.
but how many homeless people you usually see?
A lot.
A lot.
10 at least.
10 to 15.
Oh, there's 3 DUI places too.
Right. So you walk. So normally
Lawyers specializing in DUIs.
Right. So
on the way.
normally you walk through there, and during the day you see tent cities.
Yeah.
People have built a shelter off of a fence. You step over people. I walked from here to there, saw none. 0.
Wow.
What?
I saw one person digging in the trash down the street, but I don't even know if they were homeless or not.
They were just looking for a
All
chicken sandwich.
Gone. Right. All gone.
What?
Then I was downtown. Ain't none downtown. Where are the
What?
homeless people?
You gotta
Come
wonder-
on, Albuquerque.
This I don't know what happened because the first
Yeah.
time I actually heard about this phenomenon
Yeah.
was when Giuliani came in the mayor of New York
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
somehow Times Square just cleaned
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
They
Well-
move them out. Someone told me they move them out to 98th Street and Coors.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Well, when Trump came to town, I was downtown because of my open mic. And it was like a ghost town.
Yeah.
And I literally only saw 2 homeless people.
Yeah.
And downtown, it's like you're kind of there's homeless people everywhere downtown. And these guys were not, I couldn't even tell if they were homeless or
Right.
just kind of crazy.
Right.
But and somebody goes, well, it's raining. I'm like, okay, but they're homeless. Like, they don't disappear.
They don't go, oh, it's fucking raining. Let me go into my shelter.
They go into, like, stoops or whatever. Yeah. I just,
But I'd never thought about it. And then all of a sudden today, when I walked from here to Dialogue, there was none.
Weird.
Unbelievable. Like, that's like
it's like walking down the street and not seeing a skunk.
Yeah. Like, what's the big like bad area in LA? Like
Skid Row.
Skid
Row.
Like downtown.
That's okay. First
You
Street.
mean all
First
of
Street over
LA?
there. Right. First Street over there is like Skid Row.
Right.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
You walk over there. I mean, 1 block from our house, we're actually shielded from it because of literally railroad tracks.
Yeah.
So you cross the tracks, you walk over there, and it's like homeless tent cities. You
always.
look down the alley, there's tent cities. Gone. All gone. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Billy was right. So then I went downtown, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm going to see, like, 10 homeless people downtown. Because, like, we have so many homeless people that, like, they congregate together. Mm-hmm. And, like, when I was in Chicago, you didn't see that. You'd see them here and there, but not like we got them. And all of a sudden now, gone. Downtown's quiet. It's nice. You see all these, like, older couples walking around looking up and they looking at the Kiva or the chemo. They're like, oh, no homeless people. I don't know where they are.
Huh.
And
hopefully they're okay.
But in 2 weeks they'll be back. Because all of a sudden it's like we don't care because the tourism's gone, so we're fine.
That's so weird.
And
I feel like Balloon Fiesta brings
nuts.
a lot of weirdness to Albuquerque. Albuquerque gets
Right.
weird.
It does. And like it's funny, like all my coworkers who don't like go out, they're like, what are your plans for the Balloon Fiesta? To stay where I live?
Yeah, to stay inside.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a matter of just own personal pride about Balloon Fiesta. I've lived in Albuquerque for close to 15 years.
Have you ever been?
I have never been to Balloon Fiesta.
Wow.
I went every year when I was a kid, and it's all the things I hate. Like, my parents would drag me out.
Yeah.
First of all, my parents are morning people, so for them to get up a little bit earlier than they already got up, it was fine. And
I've worked Balloon Fiesta, 4
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah.
You have to get up. You have to
But
get up at 4 a.m. to get there.
they would literally just bundle me up and take me to the Balloon Fiesta, and they would be so
Oh,
excited.
they bundle you up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, to the point where I couldn't move. And the only way they got me there was the breakfast burritos. But now there's more than one burrito place. I never get the right breakfast burrito.
If it's windy, you don't get to see a
You
balloon
know?
fly, but
Yeah.
you can have a turkey leg
And,
at
like,
6 in the morning.
that is all the things I hate. Like, I hate morning time. I hate being cold.
You hate morning?
Yeah. And I just, now I can't even find my favorite breakfast burrito. Like, the last time I went a few years ago, I got the wrong one.
Who's the breakfast burrito at the Balloon Fiesta?
I don't even know the name because when I was little, there was only one.
A Monopoly.
And it was so good. And now they have like 10 of them.
I feel like a morning. So, what's the breakfast burrito situation out there at the Balloon Fiesta there?
Well,
Steve
yeah.
Stucker.
And no one dies there anymore.
No one dies
No,
there
you sure
anymore.
shit, dude.
They're more safe
Like, it
now.
used to be like every year, like, holy shit,
It's- dude,
3 people died.
I
You're
feel
like,
like-
oh.
I feel like you're jumping the gun on that.
I might be jumping the
I
gun.
feel like you're jumping the gun on that.
Every time I say that, I'm like, no one
a
died
couple-
this year.
A couple years ago, a friend of mine, her stepdad fell out of a balloon. And he was like an avid balloonist.
No,
They're not safe.
No.
You're never going to get me to go in one of those things.
Okay,
Lush.
I've gone skydiving, but I would never get in one of those things. Ever.
I think the ratio between like any like avian vessel to like travel balloons like are the worst thing to like die
Well,
in.
Oh,
An
yeah.
avian? Like birds? Like
Or like- or
birds
like
are
an
gonna
avian-
like fly us around?
But aerial, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So, I saw Meow Wolf now has a virtual reality balloon flight.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Of
what do we
course
need-
they do.
What do we need the fucking virtual reality for? We got it here.
You can fly in a balloon.
You can fall out of a balloon right over here.
You can do that.
Shatter your pelvis and never walk again.
I rode in one when I was little. So this is probably one of the not stupid, but on my 5th birthday. a balloon had landed in our neighborhood and we're letting kids like just go up in the balloon. They didn't fly anywhere. It was like tethered.
Yeah.
And my dad told me that he called that balloon just for me for my 5th birthday.
Oh
And
my God.
I was so excited.
Nice.
And then years later I found out my dad was like, no, they were just out there already.
And I just
He
don't.
should have never told you that.
So I just don't understand. One, there's no way of steering a balloon.
Right.
I know, it just goes wherever the hell the wind blows.
Well,
So,
it can go
okay,
up or down.
You go up or down, yeah.
And then
And
the wind
so,
goes.
so how? So I guess they're spread apart enough to where
Yeah.
like if the wind current does its thing,
Yeah.
well, don't
Yeah.
they
What if they get
run
too
into
close
each other?
together?
Yeah.
They have like a broom. They push the other
I think
person
they
over.
just lower. Like one goes higher and one goes lower.
They push the other basket away with a broom.
Oh, get away from me. I think at that point it's they duel.
I think they just
Yeah.
throw shots at each other. They're all.
That's the other thing
You
about
got,
this.
you got Jen over
All right,
there?
all right.
Hold on.
For everybody that sees all the photographs on the Canon website and is like, wow, this is amazing.
It is
and
beautiful.
Almost every one of those people flying, and I'm talking about the pilots and everything, wasted.
Totally
Wow.
wasted. They
Wasted.
start drinking at 4 a.m.
drunk.
That's
Which, you know,
that's.
I mean, my kind
that,
of activity, but
that is definitely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no. I was
Also,
just-
that's definitely. I've
Yeah.
known like 3 balloonists, and all just like alcoholics.
Oh yeah, dude. And they're like, oh, and the people who do the chase crews, like what a chase crew is they drive in a vehicle and they chase the balloon, and
so
then
they can load it up.
so they can load it up whenever because they don't know where it's gonna go. Where wind takes it, where it's gonna take it. They're all like drunk, flying in a car, and like And here's the thing: it's like everybody's like, oh man, you never done the chase crew thing? I'm like, no, I have not. Oh man, it's a blast. And I'm like,
Oh,
all
because
right.
they're drunk all the
You're
time.
fucking wasted. I'm like,
Let's hope the drivers
Yeah.
are sober.
Here's what I think about the Balloon Fiesta. I think it's beautiful. I like getting up in the morning and I'm going to work and there's some balloons flying. I think that's great. But I think that our city like loves it because that was just the one thing that we like excelled in out of nowhere. And I know that there's this thing called the Albuquerque box. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
And it like keeps the balloons like in so they just stay.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it was a festival of like we have the most clowns show up every year for 2 weeks.
Everybody
yeah.
would be just as excited.
It would be like, well, the clown festival's happening, and then like I just when I turn on TV,
So a giant cow just
Yeah.
landed in the middle of the
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
when
It's a
I
balloon.
turn on the TV and like the fucking weatherman's got the stupid balloon hat cap on
Ugh.
with all the pins on it. I just cringe a little. I don't, and that's just me. I don't know what it is.
It's like, you know what bothers me is like when
Steve
I go on
Stucker?
tour.
Yeah.
Yes. When I go on tour, it's like every time somebody finds out I'm from Albuquerque, first thing out of their mouth, Balloon Fiesta. I
Breaking
bet you
Bad.
love it. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't love it.
No.
Just like, okay, Hamster is not from here,
No.
right? And he loves Old Town.
oh yeah.
Like he likes
Weird.
his little kid likes to walk around and stuff, and they have the rattlesnake museum. They're very into reptiles and stuff.
yeah.
But so he was like, maybe we should go to like Old Town today, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Today?
No, not today,
Oh.
but like one of the days.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, thank you. And he said, why do you hate Old Town so much? And I said, because that's like the tourist area.
Yeah.
Like they sell ponchos there. Have you ever seen anybody in Albuquerque rocking a poncho
You
and
mean
a
like
sombrero?
The Baja.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, there's just so many things
Yeah.
in there. I'm like, first of all, we're not Mexico.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I get the Indian turquoise and stuff, because that is New Mexican. But also, go to the actual pueblos then.
Right. No, I'm with you. Like so now I'm sold. So you got me because like I used to live across from Old Town and there's some things I enjoy about it.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of things I fucking hate.
And
about
everything is highly overpriced there.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, they
yeah.
have good ice cream there, but you're paying, like, so much more.
But great,
It's a tourist area.
Best Pokemon Go place in
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I will not argue with you there.
They have a yogurt place that's pretty amazing, but yeah, when
Yep.
you're because everything is like bad sweatshirts with like balloons on it.
Yeah.
And
Everything
terrible.
has balloons on it.
There's like a
Beanie Babies with New Mexico
Yeah,
stitched
There
in it.
is definitely. I saw this on the news one time, but there is definitely a culture and a collector kind of thing that you get pins
Oh yeah, for the Balloon Fiesta.
from the Balloon Fiesta.
Yeah, we were talking about it, like
What?
you were in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Like I hate turning on TV and Steve Stucker's got the balloon cap with
Oh,
the fucking pins all over it.
And you can also buy those pins in Old Town if you really want them.
I
I don't even know how he holds that on his head anymore. It has to be heavy.
I don't know.
I'm at my
I'm
age, at an
assuming it's
age
the ego.
to where I've heard enough, I've seen enough, and lived the aftermath, and even just the external parts that involve the Balloon Fiesta. That I'll probably never go in my entire life.
You've never been?
I've never been.
Wow.
Wow.
I've been several times. No, 3 times. 2 times in the morning where the balloons never flew. I paid $10. I went to the park and ride. You go park in a parking lot in a random part of Albuquerque, and a bus shows up and they drive you out to the Balloon Fiesta because we don't know how to build a place with good
Parking?
in and out parking.
Yeah.
Or
And-
like a dude just shows up in like a golf cart.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
drives
that was
you-
later. So then I go out there. It's fucking 5 in the morning. It's cold, and they're like, "It's too windy. No balloons are flying." And I'm like, "Oh."
Cool.
So I came out here for nothing. Well, you can walk around all the establishments that are here, get a turkey leg, some hot chocolate.
I just want to know the.
I do like the balloon glow. Sorry.
Oh, I'm saying like the gatekeeper, the guy who just like rings that bell, ding ding.
Oh yeah.
The balloons won't fly today.
I don't even know about that.
Oh,
I've never seen
he
that
is
because-
soulless, I'm sure. He gets so much enjoyment out of being like, "Excuse me, this is the International Balloon Fiesta. Just letting you know the balloons will not fly today. I'm so sorry if you traveled cross country and now you're freezing,
Yeah.
but enjoy a turkey leg or possibly some overpriced art that we got made somewhere else."
Right.
I want to
If
Some
be.
you
turquoise,
are
it's
I want to
lucky
be
enough
that bookie.
to-
I think a great gambling or even just kind of like a booking opportunity is for those days that the balloons don't fly versus when they do fly.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has there been a perfect year?
No,
No.
not ever since I've been
No.
alive. It always rains the first day of Balloon Fiesta.
It didn't this year.
It
It
did.
did.
It did.
Oh,
it's
it
actually-
did.
It did.
Oh, it did. It fucking
Every
rained a lot.
year.
Oh yeah.
I
never mind.
swear. Every
Crazy
year.
hard.
Really hard.
And
Real
so
hard.
I just want to put things on the books, have people place bets. Will there be a perfect year?
Oh yeah, no.
I've never seen one
Um,
in my 31 years.
So then a couple of years ago, someone hits me up and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to go to the Balloon Fiesta? I got tickets." And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What do you
Nope.
mean no?" And they're like, "I got tickets for the balloon glow." And I was like,
Okay, that's
"No,
great.
we're good." And he's like, "No, you're
it's
gonna go."
fun.
And it was our friend Billy Whitaker. And Billy Whitaker's like, no, fuck that. You're coming. He's like, this is a Friday. And I was like, all right. So I call Smiley and I was like, all right, I've got stuff. I got us into the Balloon Fiesta. And he goes,
Why?
yeah.
Oh. Yay.
And I was
Thanks,
like, no,
dude.
this is with the Rock and Brews people. And he's like, I was like, trust me, it'll be good. And it was.
It's like, okay. It's like,
So-
so why am I going?
So we go. So we go pick up Billy Whitaker at Rock and Brews. We drive out there, park. And
It
we're
was
like,
worth it,
and
actually.
we're fucking really far from where everything is at. We get out of the car, and like people think I have sway, but Billy Whitaker gets out of the car and he gets on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, can you come pick us up? We're in lot G." Sure enough, this dude rolls out in a fucking golf cart, and it's the dude who runs the Balloon Fiesta, picking us up. Picks us up. We drive to the Hello Deli restaurant.
Yeah.
Also, love Hello Deli.
Hello Deli's
Yeah.
so good.
And like basically what they do is they don't set up like a little like pop-up tent. They set up a whole big thing, and it's like
Yeah.
a whole restaurant for the whole Balloon Fiesta. So we're in the back of the Hello Deli pop-up restaurant, and we're doing shots with the owner of Hello Deli, the guy who runs Balloon Fiesta, and Billy Whitaker. We're doing, and then the staff. We're like doing just shots in the back. We're like,
Like,
"Ah."
oh, hey,
Fi-
what
at
are you
6
guys
a.m.,
doing
5
over here?
a.m.?
No, it's balloon
Balloon glow,
It's like
so
that,
at
yeah.
night.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we get done, and then like they're like, all right, we're gonna go to the the Dos
Equis.
Equis.
Dos Equis
VIP tent, not the Dos Equis like fucking beer garden that everybody's waiting in line like
Yeah.
half an hour to get a beer. We go over to this like special one. There's like 10 people in maybe, and we get in, and it was all the Dos Equis you could drink, and the Dosaritas, by the way. I don't know if those exist anymore.
Oh yeah, Dosaritas.
Also, I mean, we were in a golf cart the entire time. Like, we didn't walk.
We didn't walk nowhere. Yeah, like we got to. They drove us everywhere, and so we get to this special like tent for Dos Equis, and then they had a fenced-in area in front of it. You know, basically to keep
For the
people-
fireworks.
for-
So we could see the fireworks.
Right, and the balloon glow. And I mean, and this is like where the elite people, they have fences so that like people can't come and like be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
The undesirables
Yeah,
kind
the
of walking
undesirables,
by.
please, please stay away from the white fence, please. And we're out there like just trashed with a guy that looks like the most interesting man in the world because they brought him in for that for photos.
Oh my God.
And we're watching the balloons glow and fireworks, and I was like, all right. So I'll come if it's like this every
That's
year.
the way to Balloon Fiesta. I've never done that. But so when I was growing up, one of my friends in high school lived in the neighborhood that kind of like leads into Balloon Fiesta
Oh,
Park.
is it San Mateo?
It's like Alameda and like San Mateo, Louisiana area or something like that. Anyway, so we used to sneak into the park because there was a way to get in there that I'm sure they have fixed it by now. But back then, it's like they didn't realize people were just wandering onto the field.
You don't know that for sure.
I mean, I don't know for sure. They're going to fix it now. But we used to wander there. And then as I got older, I realized that if I just parked in that neighborhood and then wandered onto the field, I could sneak alcohol in because you literally don't run into like an attendant or a security guard or anything. And so we used to just get wasted at the balloon glow.
From what I've seen,
I'm sorry, how old
no
were you
one's
during this?
ever really cared about alcohol coming onto the property.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How old were you on this?
So it started when we were like 16. Then
Wow.
we wouldn't get wasted. But then the older we got, she would like come home to visit and we would, you know, like the
So-
older we got, the more booze
Let's go do
were
that thing
involved.
we used to do.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's so weird to me because obviously you have the launch every morning at whatever
Yeah.
3 a.m. and you see that and that's kind of cool. It's really cold. Also, it's really hot here. Like we still have our air conditioning on
Yeah.
Oh,
in the morning time.
It's actually really hot this year, so
It's
yeah.
really hot. And so I see all these balloons, but then there's not necessarily an after party, but like when the balloons come down and everyone
Yeah.
just gets drunk.
when
Yes.
everybody comes down, Billy. Opiates, man.
When you come down, you have to get drunk. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like you guys are making it sound almost appealing to where I'll actually go.
No.
No.
Now you get up real early, man.
You have to get up real early and get real drunk.
The appeal, like it's obviously a tourism kind of thing like
Yeah.
we have, but I'm also going to be a tourist now.
Do you like fat old white people?
You know what, Billy? I'll make a deal with you. If you want to go to the balloon glow.
I'm just bad today, right?
Wait, when does Balloon Fiesta end? Does it end today?
2 weeks.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So if you want to go to Balloon Glow, because you've never been, I will go with you.
Okay.
If I make Smiley laugh, that's worth it. Totally. Me.
Yeah, do you
I
like,
think that's what I said. Do you like fat old white
I didn't
people?
even know
yeah,
what
do
you
you
said.
like fat
I
old
said, do you
white
like fat
people?
old white people? You'll like it if you like that.
Yeah, just show up at 4 a.m. and you can't find food and you have to like punch someone to
I
get
won't go
like
to the
a
morning
cup of
one.
coffee.
Yeah.
Like
And-
I've dealt with like touring musicians. I've dealt with
Sure.
academics,
Yeah.
and I feel that balloonists, quote unquote, are
Quote,
the
unquote.
worst.
They might be. But here's the deal.
Blushes? I'm
Blushes.
sorry. Balloonists?
I will
Balloon-
go with you. Let's go to a Balloon Glow.
Okay.
We'll go this week.
That's the best thing is the balloon glow.
It's fun. It's at night. You can drink. It's fine.
And
Yeah.
they can take naps. It's great.
Yeah, when we like I remember when we left, the golf cart had left us, and at the end of the night, we were in the back of like a beer truck, like
Oh, that's right.
sitting on beer as they drove us out to our car.
What?
Yeah, because that's
I do-
VIP.
That's crazy.
I know.
Guys.
VIP. Yeah, we were
I
driving
want
out
to go
with.
Balloon Fiesta like that.
I do want
It's
to
the
talk
only way.
about a campaign
Yeah.
that pretty much like why I still buy this beer, but there was a while
Yeah.
where Dos Equis was all out about like sponsoring shows and like,
Oh,
like,
remember
like-
that?
remember that when they would
Oh,
Oh,
that's right,
yeah.
when they would
we get all
give
kinds of merch from
They
them.
would sponsor
Yeah.
like they would sponsor like house parties.
yeah house parties.
Yep.
Which is probably totally illegal. by
I
the
mean,
way.
I don't know. It is here in New Mexico. I'll tell you that.
And remember,
even-
they did one for us.
Yeah,
I mean, completely
did
not
one for
illegal at
you?
all.
at the small engine gallery.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They just
Not
gave us like
illegal at
cases of
all.
beer.
Okay, so here's how it worked.
Not illegal.
So I started hearing about this. I heard about this guy, and I'm not gonna out him.
Right.
They were like, "Yeah, man, this guy works for Dos Equis," and I was like, "I don't know about that." And they're like, "No, he'll you have a party and he'll just give you beer,
Cases of
What?
beer.
So I knew who he was. So I introduced myself, and we just started talking, and then like I don't know how I know how to push it a little bit where So then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, we'll do a live show and we'll talk about Dos Equis, and he's like, well, how many 12 packs you need? And I was like, I don't know, and he's like,
20.
no, it was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's still a lot.
free fucking beer.
Yeah.
And we did a show. That was the first show we ever did at Small Engine, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just like this campaign. Let's infiltrate all these little like these house shows.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool, though. I kind of like that.
Well, it's like when I don't know if they do this.
PBR does that with like music. PBR will sponsor musicians.
I don't
I
know-
want them to sponsor a comedy tour.
I don't know if they do this anymore, but like used to, like Red Bull and Monster would have like
Yep.
reps,
Yeah.
and you would go to a party and they would walk in and they'd have like a plastic backpack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it would just be full of like Red Bulls.
It was like a
or-
little refrigerator.
Yeah, and I
thing.
knew a guy that was in college here, and he was like a Monster rep, and he
Yeah.
had like cases of it
I used to
stacked in
know-
his dorm room.
A friend of mine got to drive one of those Red Bull cars with the like can on the top, and they literally like they pay for your gas.
Yeah.
They like if you're driving that, you can get paid for the hours
that's
that you're
right.
driving. So like in college, he got paid to like drive a little Red Bull car.
That's
all of
amazing.
these come short to the best campaign of my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Camel.
What was that?
It was Camel.
Oh
Camel.
my gosh!
And so you go into Burt's, you go
that's-
into Atomic,
That's
and
gone now, huh?
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. But you walk into Atomic and Burt's, and there will be somebody that's like, "What do you smoke?" It's like, I smoke your dick," and you'd be like, "Well, let me give you a free fucking pack of
Dick
Camel
smokes.
cigarettes." Yeah.
American Spirits.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Who was your favorite? Because
You.
I did Camel promotion.
were.
And so did my brother.
I always said,
Would you like to have some cigarettes?
I used to have
Buddy.
so many. So my dad
It was-
smoked Camels
yeah.
when I was little,
Yeah.
and he used to cash in those Camel bucks or whatever. We
Camel
had
cash.
so much Camel bullshit,
Yeah.
and I like loved Joe Camel because he was
Yeah.
so cute, which is probably why you can't use advertising like that anymore.
Right.
But I had a Joe Camel stuffed animal.
"Rest in peace, Joe Camel."
I know, R.I.P. He was so cool. I loved him.
I had a leather backpack with Joe Camel on
Yeah,
the back. Right,
see?
leather backpack. I don't smoke. Never smoked my entire life. My dad got Camel bucks, and he
Yeah.
got me a leather backpack, and it said Camel on the back, and it was. I mean, the backpack was all leather.
Nice.
So what happened to it is when I was in college, our fraternity has a thing called Derby Days, and you wear a derby, and there's teams of girls, and they get points for stealing your derby. And these two girls tackled me on the sidewalk, and I was trying to hold on.
Assaulted you.
Assaulted me.
They assaulted
Yeah.
you.
And I went down, and they were trying to like grab my derby, and they pulled the backpack, and you know how it has that little plastic, like your
Oh, yeah.
your what do you call those? I don't know.
Straps?
Straps has the plastic piece on it. It got on my arm, snapped, cut my arm down.
Oh my
And I was like,
gosh.
just take it. And I threw it. Let's take that, and broke it. I was.
I
so-
wonder if they work at a salt yard now.
Probably.
But
I've heard about that place.
All I'm saying is, back in the day, like on a Friday and Saturday night, when you go to
Oh, yeah,
Burt's
yeah.
or the Atomic or
Yeah,
Launchpad,
I remember that hardcore.
They would
did
just
not-
give you cigarettes?
You didn't have.
Yeah.
You didn't have to buy cigarettes.
Yes.
It's
That
like,
was my
I'm-
job.
Like a pack?
Yes.
2 packs.
Two
Yeah.
packs.
2 packs?
Yeah.
Or merch. They
I
also
would
had
have
merch.
loved that when I was a smoker.
I remember when it
Okay.
teetered out. I remember it teetered out when they give you merch. I was like, I just want 2 packs of free cigarettes.
Well, no, it was the other one. Marlboro would give you like merch.
Yeah.
But
So-
Camel would just straight up just give you cigarettes.
American Spirits kind of does that now.
Yeah.
They can't give you packs where they're at, but they can give you a little voucher.
voucher, yeah.
And you can go to like a gas station
I've-
and you can get 2 packs for
I
free.
tried to cash in my vouchers. Like, we don't do this here.
You have to go to a very specific gas station in town. It's not a gas station, it's a little smoke shop. down by
That's
Ghetto
where they
Smiths.
get you.
That's where they get you.
It's down by Ghetto Smiths.
have all
That's
my
the one.
information.
Or if you're working for Camel,
Uh-huh.
you can basically just smack people on the head with like a carton.
Oh.
These are free. Smoke 'em.
Here.
Well, and
And-
you're talking about cigarettes, but I also remember we're missing out on another group. There was the alcohol people too.
They still have those.
I've not seen them in a long time.
The last one
well,
that I
don't
had
go to bar
Like,
bars.
was
I'm sorry.
O'Neill's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. So like 2 months ago,
You mean just like promotions?
yeah, 2 months
Oh,
ago,
that's normal.
they
Yeah.
came out for the open mic at
Oh, really?
O'Neill's.
Okay.
And it was Kettle One just
Oh, okay.
released Botanic. It's like I think it's Kettle Botanic vodkas, and they just say, "Oh, just tell the bartender, they'll put it on our tab."
Well, not even
and
that.
You get
like,
whatever you
I
want.
remember like when I used to live behind Billy's Long Bar, and we'd go over there on Tuesday nights. They would roll in, and it would be man. It was Guinness or
Oh yeah, they still do that.
and they'd roll in and they'd be like,
Here's
"What do you want? Do you want a
merch,
shirt?
here's
You want a
stuff,
sock hat?" And it was never shitty stuff though.
No.
Like I remember having a sock hat that was some shitty alcohol.
Yeah.
And it was a nice one.
I have a
I love the way it felt on my head.
Royal and I have Fireball ones from this one night. We used to have
Sure you do.
an open mic.
Of course you do, Holly.
We had this.
Hey guys, let me tell you about my.
Hey guys. Fireball shots. So we had an open mic one time, or we used to have an open mic at the place on Manal. I can't remember the name of it now.
It was a pizza place?
No, it's
Is
like
it
a pool
bowling
hall.
alley?
It's a pool hall.
Was it Malarkey's?
Well, maybe it's
Or,
the one by Bios and stuff over off of, or kind of near.
Louis Pub? Or?
Louis.
yeah.
We used to have an open mic there. It was awful, but the Fireball girls came out, and I drank, and this was
Fuck
awful
Louis.
too.
Would they give you shots?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
the Fireball people.
Is that legal? I'm sorry. Keep going.
So the Fireball people came out. You had to still pay for your shots, but you got like a discount because they changed because of whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
But
That's new.
they would give you like 2 for free, and then you had to pay at a discount for the rest
Yeah.
of them.
That's new because I remember
But-
they would come out and they'd be like,
And
"Look."
that might just have been like a Louis thing that could have, I mean, who knows? But
Yeah.
either way, the best part of the story is still coming up if you let me get there. So they had all this merch, but you had to take like a certain number of shots to get to whatever merch you wanted.
Right.
That's
Doesn't
illegal.
seem
That's
fair.
so illegal. But I was like, I will play this game. So I drank the comedians under the fucking table because I wanted Mardi Gras beads for my mom. So my mom loves Fireball. So I got my mom like koozies and Mardi Gras necklace and shot glasses and a shot glass on Mardi Gras beads.
I got a shot.
And I got this really nice beanie. Oh, I had so many shots, but
Okay,
the boys literally couldn't handle it.
This reminds me of like going to like Chuck E. Cheese's and
Yes.
just like continuously
It's
throwing
exactly
the
the
ball
same.
Yeah.
And
into
for
the. You're like,
me-
I'm gonna get so many tickets,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get.
I've never
That-
heard of that.
that
Yeah.
thing.
They would just come in
It
and
was
they'd be
weird.
like, it was always like a new alcohol. And they'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
we're
Well,
going to
for
buy
new
you
alcohol-
some shots of this.
But here's the thing: they've stepped it up for new alcohol.
skee ball?
Absolutely,
Is that
yes,
what it
it's
is?
like skee ball. But so here's the deal: this is a very already like popular alcohol, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to go and promote it in
Yeah.
a way where like,
That's
hey,
smart.
if you like this alcohol, we're going to give you. But the best part of it was I drank all those boys under the table. I felt like shit the next day because of all the antifreeze that I had in my system.
Yeah,
But it
you
was
have-
worth
I'm
it because I
pretty
have a
sure
cute beanie.
I'm pretty sure the antifreeze has to like you have to like get like a tolerance
Holy
for it,
shit.
right?
Damn it, Chase is here.
We just had a random.
Holy shit.
So this is like the Martinez Town, like the studio. We haven't had one of these in a while. We have a pop-in. Wow. Holy
Oh.
shit.
We have freaking Chase Dudley on
Wow.
in the house.
This guy used to be on the show. He used to be
Oh.
He used to be a host. He ex-co-host.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He's just sitting there. He just,
Okay. Here's my thing. Everything we're
That
talking
show's
about
coming in.
is so amazing, so awesome. That's
my TV, man. Ow. Fuck, dude. Ow. Hold on.
Oh,
hold on.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break here.
Oh no.
Oh wow. No, TV's right there.
No.
Okay. So we're going to take a break here, take about a 10-minute break. Check us out on Facebook.com/10drink. Wow. Got a little wild in here for a second there.
Sorry about that.
Chase is here.
Gosh.
Ex-10 drink co-host.
Yeah. Wow. We're going to go to a break here for a second.
I'll figure it out later. Sorry about that, Chris.
sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
All right. Wow. This has been a fucking insane clusterfuck of insanity. I haven't had one of these in a while.
We're
Fun
stressing
times.
Chris out, guys. We're
Chase
stressing
shows
him out.
up and shit goes nuts.
I almost broke a TV.
Tendrick Nation chases back to make an appearance.
He's off camera, but he's here.
He's
here
here.
hanging out. You know, from people who are from back, they're like, "Who's Chase?" I'm like, "He's from back in the day." You don't know.
He's on some of the T-shirts.
He's on one of the famous one. Yeah. He made it on there. He's like, I don't even have one of those. Do you have one of those shirts? You do? I gave you one. Okay, good. We're back for the wavy hour. So if you were not here for the first hour, so here's what happened. Our friend Chase, who used to be on the show, showed up, and then James took a dive through the green screen and the TV.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what fucking happened.
I was.
Then we tried to start, and Billy pulled the fucking cable out of the camera. So
I didn't know about that.
yeah, you were in the
Yeah.
bathroom. So these are all things that will be fixed in the new studio. Now, I didn't tell you what I think we should call the new studio.
What?
I know what it is.
You know, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, okay, so
You don't like it?
I like it. I'll
Yeah.
give a preface to this.
'Kay.
The idea that Chris is a man about town.
Okay.
People know him, and he's
Thi-
pretty much.
I didn't come up with this name, by the way.
You did not come up with this name.
No,
You-
with the name of the new place either.
Okay, well, with both. All I'm saying is that Chris would go about town, and it's like, oh, the mayor is here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mayor of downtown.
Right.
I'm intrigued. What
Okay.
is this?
I know. I am
It's
also
so
intrigued.
only fitting because there's really not a name for this studio, but it's very fitting for the new studio.
Yeah.
It's the town hall,
Oh,
or
I
City
like
Hall.
city hall. Yeah,
City Hall.
I like it. Lately, I've been called the lieutenant mayor of downtown, which is nice.
Right.
I'm gonna take your spot, Chris.
I think it's funny because like someone's like,
Nice.
so you're gonna call the new place City Hall, and I was like, oh my god, totally. You should.
Can we have town meetings?
Town
And actually,
Hall.
for even just you having that photo op with the actual Albuquerque mayor,
Did
Oh,
you
I
like
know.
that?
it's like a little kid just wanted to take a photo.
I was
with
like, this
him.
kid wanted to take a photo of me. I said, sure, kid, whatever. Come on over.
It's
over.
Tim Keller.
And he's
Tim
like talking
Keller.
about my bracelet, and he's like, "That's a cool bracelet." I'm like, "Yeah. Let's get this done." Yeah. Come on. Nah, that
Do
was.
you mind to sign your T-shirt?
Yeah. So I think it's funny. Like, here's okay. I love the mayor thing. I didn't come up with it. I mean, and I don't tell people that's who I am. I let other people say it. It's fine. So, Bad Religion played on Friday night. I'm a huge Bad Religion fan. This was my third time to go see him. I go to buy the tickets, $30, $8 convenience charge. Yeah. So I tell my friend, buy a ticket. Boom, we're in. We're ready to go. Go down, and we're drinking at Founders because we didn't know who the openers were. And we walked in on the second opener, and we didn't miss a lot, honestly. I mean, they work hard, but, they weren't good. Anyway, we walk up. we walk up, and the general manager of like the Inside Out and El Rey and all that, he's there, and he's like, I pull up my phone and I have the picture of the ticket to scan, and he goes, "Really? What the fuck, dude?" He's like, "Why don't you just tell us you want to come to the show?" And I'm like, and then Buck is back there, and he's like, "Yeah. Next time, just tell us." Like, they're all pissed. And I'm like, "I'm sorry I fucking paid money to get into this and helped you guys out here."
I'm sorry I helped your business.
Yeah. Sorry,
they do that to me, too. Like,
Yeah.
I'll walk up and ask the general manager, because I have an open mic at one of their establishments.
Right.
And I always am like, "Hey, like, how much of a cover is for this thing?" And he's like,
"Just go
"Holly,
in."
just walk in."
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Go.
Why are you
Yeah.
standing outside?
Right.
I got told that actually that night.
Well, the fun one too is like we went a couple weeks ago and our friends were playing, and one of my friends came down from the Heights, and he's like, "Is it really $10 to get in to see one band?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." I was like, "Just come down and walk in with me. You'll
maybe.
be fine. We'll get in." And he was like skeptical. So then I tell Josh, I'm like, "Hey, we're going to go upstairs." I tell Josh from Founders, I'm like, "We're going to go upstairs and we're going to go into the Inside Out. We don't want to pay the cover." And he goes, "Oh, all right. Tell the guy at the door, Josh said to let you in or I would come up and bite his ear off."
Oh, yeah, that sounds like Josh.
So I go up there and I walk up to the door, and he's like, "IDs?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here's my ID." And then Josh said, "If you don't let us in, he's going to bite your ear off." And he goes, "Ha! All right, you guys are all good." and Marty was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "That worked?" I was like, "I know, right? I know.
Brandon cracks me up. So he's one of the bartenders at my open mic.
Yeah.
And last Monday, he like walks up behind me in Royal and he drops something in my hand. And you never know what Brandon's gonna do. Like one time he played a prank on me one time where he said that the women's bathroom was closed because it was flooded, and I had to use the boys' bathroom, which is arguably way more disgusting than the women's bathroom at Inside Out. And I had used it all night. And he comes up to me, he's like, "Holly, did you use the women's bathroom? Because it's flooded again." And I was like, "No, I used the men's bathroom." And he died laughing.
Oh, man.
And then made a meme about how I had to hover in the men's bathroom. He's like, "Did you hover? You totally hovered." And I was like, "Yeah, your bathrooms are disgusting. Men are gross."
I don't even
Not all men,
I've been
but
in some women's
come
restrooms
on.
and they're pretty fucking gross.
I mean, yeah,
women's
sure,
locker
fair.
rooms, nasty.
But at Inside Out, the women's bathroom is so cute. Like, there's such encouraging things written on the wall.
Farted blood all over the wall.
Oh my God, that made me almost throw up. Farted blood. First of all,
I'm sorry.
it wouldn't be a fart. It would be a queef. It would be queefed blood all over the wall.
That's almost worse.
One of my favorite memes in the last couple of weeks was just about like.
I'm so glad my new boss is now watching. Hi, Frank.
There's definitely like a bathroom culture, men versus women.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like we go to pee and it's basically like, oh shit, like okay, don't say shit, pee next to each other, it's fine. But where women, they'll go in and if somebody seems a little bit anxious, they'll be like, girl,
you got this.
They'll look in the mirror. It's like, ugh. The thing is, we're here. You're amazing. And it's a person you've met 5 minutes prior.
Yeah.
And just
sometimes you've never met them, and they're just like, "Girl, you look good.
You look
Stop
good.
crying. Leave him, girl.
Oh, man.
We got you, boo. Listen to some Lizzo."
And the opposite of that is men's restroom. You walk in, you start peeing. Guy walks in, he's all, "Hey man, having a good night?" And you're like, "Why are you talking to me during this transaction?"
Literally, my dick is in my hand, and yes, I guess, but like girls' bathroom. So look in the mirror, it's like, you are gorgeous. Fuck him. Literally, you're my new best friend.
Yeah.
You need to take a DNA test and find out that you are 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
As a bartender that has worked in bars, the women's bathroom is the worst.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's like hell on
Is
earth.
the worst. The thing is, I was a
I'm like,
custodian
it's the
at one
end of the
point
night.
for a retail establishment, and women's bathrooms are pretty much gross.
They're disgusting.
Farting blood on the wall.
Queefing blood on the wall.
Yeah.
Get it right.
So, I used to, my last job, you'd go into the men, and there's, and I know there's men out there that are like, I don't think this is true at all. And I don't give a fuck if you think it's true or not.
Hey, Chris.
This is the truth. If you walk in, here's the rules. I'm sorry. These are the fucking rules. If you walk into a men's restroom and there are 3 urinals on the wall and no one's at them, you take the right one, you take the left one. You don't take the fucking middle. Now.
Or you take the small one for fun sometimes.
No. So.
Wait. There's a small one?
There's
for like
kids, for
kids.
little kids.
Okay. Got
So here's why. Because you take the far one on the right, another guy comes in, he takes the one on the far left. Then if a third person comes in, I guess he'll take the one in the middle. You don't take the one on the right and then, because the worst thing that ever happened, I don't understand this. This is and you guys can say if I'm right or wrong on this. I would go into the bathroom, take the one on the far right, and then the other 2 are empty. Next guy comes in, takes the one right next to me. And I'm like,
He's
But
lonely,
why do
Chris.
you care?
it's just weird. Am
How
I
is
wrong?
it weird? You all have dicks.
He could have easily just went to the farthest one and,
And
he chose the
think
one next to
your,
me.
Your ratio is wrong because, one, yes, it's weird if he takes the middle one.
Yes.
But take, like, say, like 6 urinals at inside
That's
out.
different.
There's
That's different.
6.
Yeah, that's different. That's a different environment.
Okay, so if you take the one on the far left,
And then a guy comes and stands right next to you.
right
and
next
all
to
the-
you, that's weird.
Yes.
No, but why?
Urinals are exposed. You're like an animal.
Urinals are exposed. You're like an animal staring at my wiener. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Like
am I the only one that feels this way?
I've never.
You guys are so men are weird. I'm so sorry, but like
and don't
first
talk
of
to me.
all,
Don't turn and start talking to me.
You have stalls.
Yeah, you guys have stalls.
But like what? Okay.
So
I
imagine
just-
if like a bunch of toilets were next to each other and you guys were just sitting there next to each other looking at each other talking.
I mean, okay, I don't think you understand women relationships.
No, I don't.
Like,
I don't.
we will literally go into a bathroom together.
Yeah.
in
and
the
just
same
talk.
stall.
Yeah.
and talk
Like,
while
who
you're peeing.
cares? We all have the same parts. Like, why do you guys have to be so weird
I don't
about
know.
like?
The men's restroom is quiet, except for the farting, the flushing, and then the hand washing.
I feel like if you guys would just open up and
talking.
No.
I feel like if you guys would
no
just
talking
open up
happens.
and allow yourself to be vulnerable and talk to the guy next to you while he's peeing, you know, don't
Worst,
look at
worst,
anything.
worst
Really
bathroom
weird.
etiquette on the cell phone while you're in the bathroom peeing.
That's like a good way to get yourself like beat up.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm glad I'm not the only
It's a
one.
sad reality, but it's the truth. All I'm saying is like, okay, so we have the infrastructure to have like urinals.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a trough?
Oh
The
yeah,
trough- the trough-
I saw
Cubs
those
game.
in Oktoberfest. Oh my god, the guys were walking
Yeah,
while they
once or
were
twice.
peeing.
They only exist in places with
So-
excess drinking. Everybody's
He's
Right.
saying that
Fair.
Chase is saying they only exist where there's like excess drinking.
Mhm.
So you know,
So and the ice.
ice.
That's
The
so-
ice is the crazy part.
That's the
Ice?
crazy thing about
They'll
Ice.
it.
dump ice in the trough,
Yeah.
and then you pee on it, and it like steams
Why
up.
don't you turn that into like a little game? You can like shoot the
No.
pieces of ice. Just like pew,
No,
pew, pew,
Holly,
pew.
don't ever go in the men's
Yeah.
restroom.
All I'm saying is like, okay,
Just
so
stay out.
Holly,
Albuquerque is not
the
known.
game is not looking at anyone in the eye.
There's no trough in Albuquerque that I know of.
No,
But
Well,
you go into like old establishments. It's like a pretty much like you
Wrigley
have
Field.
and you have just
Yeah.
fucking ice poured into like a a vessel
Yeah.
just so you can just pee in.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are too negative about this.
Oh, no,
I
no.
think peeing on ice would be so much fun.
Okay. So go to Wrigley Field, and I'm downstairs, and I had to pee, and like they have a lack of bathrooms because it's an old place. So this big ass bathroom, and we're all lined up peeing. Guy rolls in, hit a dinger, boys, and everybody's like, ah. That's like the only time I was like, okay, this is welcome and it's okay. We hit a home run, but I've been to. This is another thing that's weird to me about men's restrooms.
All of this is weird to me.
No,
just
it's
for
gonna get weird.
reference.
I've been in bars. I went to a bar in Dallas where you went in the bathroom and you went up to the urinal, and the bathroom was literally behind the bar. So when you walked into the bathroom to go to the urinal, they had one-way glass. So while you're peeing, you can stare out into the bar.
What the?
And I was like, this is fucking weird, man. And locally,
While you're peeing.
Locally, we have Billy's Long
Bar, yeah.
Ugh.
You go in the bathroom there, and you talk about it, that's a trough.
That's a trough, yeah.
It's actually not a trough. It's like down in the floor. You actually literally walk up to the
What?
wall, pee into the floor. Like it's like the floor, like the floor.
What?
So the floor goes for a ways, and then right by the wall, it indents down for about 10 inches. So you know that 10 inches is where you pee into.
You just pee on the floor.
Yeah, onto the wall and the floor. And then like there's a window while you're doing this, there's a window so you can see outside in the parking lot.
You know, women's restrooms are just as crazy.
Oh no,
in
I've seen
comparison.
some crazy things.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've walked into the women's restroom on accident a couple times and been like,
Creepo.
orgies.
I'm in the wrong place.
Just orgies.
There's a couch here.
oh yeah, wait, there's
Um,
couches a lot of times.
Oh,
This
old
is
bird.
awesome.
It's so
I'm
that we can
obviously
all
in the wrong
cry.
place.
Sometimes you have to cry.
Someone needs to go to the bathroom to cry. See, you go to a men's restroom, start crying, they're probably going to just beat the shit out of you and then take your wallet and walk away. I don't know.
like-
I don't know what would happen.
I have had a number of nights where I've had to tell a girl to just, get out there. Forget that guy. You're fine because your mascara's running, and that's not cool. We also share makeup in the bathroom. It's
See,
really
that's awesome.
nice.
That's awesome.
No, like being
Men
a
do
woman is
not do
kind of
that.
cool
No.
sometimes.
We
We're
can't
so
even stand
supportive.
next to each other and pee at the same time.
The thing is, a girl can be so mean to you, like outside in the bar, but if you go in the bathroom and you're crying or you have an emergency with your makeup or
Yeah,
whatever, then
I like
that
that.
is
I like
the
that safe
safe
place.
space. And then we go
I
back
like
out
that.
there, and then we're competition again, I guess. I don't know. I'm not like that.
See,
but
that's the opposite. See, men will go in the bathroom and are like, go in, do your business, get out. And then we go out into the bar area and we're like, hey, what's up, buddy? And what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. You know?
Oh, yeah,
Isn't
it's
it
opposite.
FX that has the.
Hold on.
doorless bathroom?
Yeah, come over here.
I think downtown it's FX that has the doorless bathrooms that run through the hallway, right? Like on the weekends.
Is it?
Yeah.
FX
You'll go
actually
through there, and I think it's so the people who are doing security can like pop in. But
Oh, yeah.
as I remember, you walk through and like
Oh, on the
everybody's
second
doing
floor.
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
business. Yeah.
I got kicked out of FX one time
And it doesn't
because,
seem weird.
yeah, it's fine.
I've gone in there and there's people fucking in
Oh,
the
yeah.
in the bathroom.
I got in trouble, so I went to FX with a girlfriend of mine, and there was a long line, so we're like, we'll just go in the stall together.
Girlfriend of yours, huh?
But that,
Was she
Oh,
hot?
Just
God.
kidding.
duh, of course she was hot. But so we didn't think anything of it because whatever, and then we go in the stall together, and the next thing I know, like security is banging on the stall, like get the fuck out. I was like, I'm midstream, like I'm not getting up
They're
right
not-
now.
No fucking in the bathroom.
We're not doing anything weird. We're just peeing together and sharing lip gloss. Like,
We're just talking about our Balloon Fiesta plans.
Nothing weird about this.
and then we got kicked out of the whole bar. So,
What? Because you guys both were in the same stall.
Yeah,
See? They think it's weird too.
we were sharing.
See, that's funny because they
I'm
love
just
me.
kidding.
They
We were
love
just sharing lip gloss.
they love me down
and
there.
peas.
Like they let me put my backpack in like the office.
Oh, yeah, no, that's never happened for me.
Yeah, of course they did. I just love how men and women are so different. Like we're men are like, we're gonna get in this bathroom, we're gonna do our business, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and we hang out in there.
And then women is like,
They're, like,
totally,
chilling in
oh my
there.
It's
god,
like, can you hold my
girl,
cocktail while I pee?
tell me your entire history.
Yeah.
Like,
You've
I-
known this
life
guy for
story.
how long?
I know. I think the weirdest thing that happened to me in a bathroom, it wasn't like weird, but it was
Yeah.
just kind of like, okay, that's too far. I I was in the bathroom at Sister just waiting, and the line was long, and this girl was like, oh my God, I've seen you do comedy, like, and then was asking me like the origin story of like every one of my jokes.
Oh, wow.
And so it was fine while I was in line, but then she ends up in the stall next to me, starts taking a poop, and it was like, so that one guy with the remote, is that a real story? Like, did a guy really think you stole his remote? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, see, that does not happen in men's restrooms.
It's
Fastidiously, like,
No.
do not.
I was just like, don't ask me about my jokes right now. This is weird. Leave me alone.
Like when a guy does, like if you go in the bathroom and you're taking a piss and you're like kind of in a zen moment, the guy's like, so buddy, where are you from? You're like, is he talking to me?
Go away.
Who the fuck, what weirdo is this?
So is that the only time men are zen? When they're peeing?
Maybe.
Or pooing.
I also don't want anyone to touch me on the shoulder or back or anything in the bathroom.
Are you attempting to talk to me while I'm trying to push something out of myself?
Right, yeah.
I think
Leave
women
me
are just
alone.
so used to pushing things out of ourselves that it's just normal. You know what I mean? We've spent our whole life preparing to push
Right,
things out
right.
of our body.
You just casually.
I can remember.
So,
I can
saw
remember
you
my
doing something the
girlfriend
other day.
Shelby being at one of the last parties we had here in town, and it's like, I need to pee. It's like, well, just pee in front of us.
Yeah.
Would I pee in front of Chris? Probably never in my life.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Shelby and I have peed in front of
Wait
each
a
other
minute.
so
Are you trying to
much.
tell me you've never peed in front of me? I've seen you pee outside here like 20,000 times.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You don't even make
Pretty
it into the
true.
house. You just run over to the corner and take a piss.
But it's not like you're next to me, and I'm just like,
I mean, I'm watching.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That took a creepy
He's
turn.
watching and judging.
I'm like, interesting. That technique is different. I'm just kidding.
Shelby and I have peed in front of each other a number of times.
What?
Yeah, of course.
like close the door
That's how
and
girls do
same
it.
in the same space
Yeah.
within like feet
We
from
don't
each
watch
other.
each other. It's not like we're both peeing at the same time, like on top of each other on the toilet. That'd be weird.
Interesting.
I mean, but if we could pull it off, that'd be more efficient, really.
I mean, this is all new data.
Is there like has there ever been like a dual like sitting down? It's like, I have to pee, also I have to pee, so let's make it work.
Actually,
No.
one time, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Hold on. I got a story. I was on the road, and I met this other female comedian. We both had to pee really bad after the show.
Can you do this in ASMR voice?
No. Because I feel like that would get me so many creepy messages, and I don't feel like it, right?
Talk more like this.
Oh, my God.
That was funny. Come on.
It
So
was
you guys-
so funny. I'm laughing.
You peed at the same time.
Well, so we were at an after party, and we were drunk. We had to pee real bad, and one of us peed in the shower. Oh, I love peeing with you too, Shelby. Can't wait till you visit. We will pee together so much. Girls are weird. I get it. But anyway, one of us peed in the shower and the other one peed in the toilet, and that's the thing that happens.
That's where men and women are the same. We're like, well, we both got to pee. Well, there's a sink here.
Well, see, it seems like an
I peed in a
evolved.
sink more than I'd like to admit.
It's more of an
actually.
evolved idea. It's like, we need to pee. Whereas when you're little kids, like, did any of us cross swords a couple times? But we're like
Cross swords.
we're like 7 years old.
You're like, piss war.
You piss war, yeah.
I mean, I think if it was more possible for us to do that, we totally would all the time. You know,
I'm saying I
Yeah.
haven't piss warred with anyone since I was like.
we don't get to do that.
Mine was in college. You'd run into the bathroom real quick and three
Are you
dudes would be in the
sure?
toilet.
Have you tried?
I mean,
or the
I think
bathtub.
I'm thinking about it now, and like the only way we could piss war is if somebody sat on my lap while I was peeing,
Ew.
and that's just gross.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for like
Huh?
error there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
I'm not
right
willing
at
to
all.
take
What's
that
wrong,
risk.
Holly? Error.
Error. There's
Lots of
lots
error.
of error. You do not have good aim.
Now my pants are wet.
We don't really learn how to aim. All right.
And here's the question though. Say with now like
The technology.
technology.
I was going that way too.
Is there a way a woman that
Yes.
can efficiently and accurately pee?
Yes.
I don't think it's efficient.
Oh, wait, it is efficient.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm an avid camper and hiker, and I've
There you
always been mad that I can't pee like men can outside. I have to squat, and then you have to like
We're
do
not
math
that
about
accurate.
the angle and all that stuff, because it'll land on your feet and then.
Yeah.
I cut my
Anyway,
feet all the time.
now they have like a funnel we can use.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
No, it's a great name. It's like
It's just ridiculous.
It's a
name.
ridiculous name.
So it's a funnel?
Yeah, you put it in your pants and you pee in it, and then it looks kind of, it's just
It's
like a tube.
It's a
and
funnel.
Then,
Huh.
yeah, it's really smart and helpful. I don't have one, but if anybody wants me to get me a gift for Christmas, I would like a pee funnel.
I just feel for women.
They're not reusable, right? Like
They're plastic. You rinse them out.
Oh,
I almost
gross.
wrote woman
Great.
pees like a man.
Hey, it's not as gross as the stupid period cups.
Okay,
That's gross.
So Go Girl is one of the
Yeah,
names.
Go Girl. And
Is
that
it
one,
a
that one's
Shiwi?
nice. It's like
that's
like
not the
silicone.
one. That's not the one I was thinking about. There's one that's like super.
That looks more comfortable than the one they sell at
The
REI.
Go Girl.
The one that's at REI is very
But
utilitarian.
there's one that has like a catchy name.
Shiwi. It's called Shiwi. I think.
Shiwi. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's Shiwi.
Shiwi. I want a Shiwi for Christmas or a Go Girl. Actually, I really want the Go Girl because that's like purple and stuff. It's cute.
I don't know what. Yeah.
It's cute.
Shiwi.
It is cute.
I
But,
haven't
like-
seen the photo, but
Oh wow,
think-
there's a YouTube video how to use Shiwi. Of course there is.
Of course there
you
is.
pee in it.
You stick it in your
Wait a
crotch
minute.
and you pee in it.
There's now a Shiwi Extreme.
What is that? Is it also a strap on?
The Shiwi Extreme reusable pee funnel. I like it's called a funnel.
Are
No,
you?
but what is that
this-
tube?
is
Is
this
that so
real?
you could go long distances?
That's how you can go for distance.
I mean,
you can write your name in the snow.
I do feel for women. One, because I have to pee all the
we
time.
suffer.
And then, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to freaking go on the street.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do women...
Oh, I
Okay.
I
They
have
just
an
go.
answer.
The-
I have an
the-
answer for that.
Okay.
May I
One-
go first?
Yes.
Okay. I always wondered why a lot of my friends that are girls
Yep.
wear dresses,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
and I found out one night
Yep.
because they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm just sitting down for a second,
Yep.
right on the street corner. I'm like, "Are you peeing?
Oh, I've
Are
seen
you
so many
are
women
you
pee
are
downtown,
you
it's not even
just
funny.
peeing
Oh, yeah.
right
Yeah.
now?"
Okay, so dresses are helpful, but
That's
if you're ever wondering why girls have an
Amazing.
excess of soda cups in their car,
Oh shit.
I have you know what? Sometimes I pee in a Golden Pride cup on the side of the road because then I don't have to squat all the way down and worry about people seeing my business.
Oh, you told me about that. You peed in the cup and you threw it in the homeless guy's face.
I
and
did
you drove by.
not. Oh my God, no.
I'm just kidding.
I never did that. But one
you
time
sure?
I didn't realize that that's not enough to hold.
Oh, that's the worst.
So I had to dump it and then I had to stop midstream and dump it. Being a woman sucks, guys.
No. I've had to pee and then go, oh, this is not gonna work, and I go, "Arr," and then
It hurts. It's not good.
cap off the bottle and throw it, and then get another one.
I feel like it's not good for your body to do that.
For a man, it actually is.
Oh.
To try to stop midstream.
I mean,
of
I guess-
pissing for your what do you call that?
They're
The-
Kegels.
Tantric sex.
Not tantric sex. The actual I don't know.
I'm confused now.
Stamina?
No. The thing you always get colon or cancer from the
Oh, colon.
not the
Prostate?
prostate. That's it. Prostate. It's good for your prostate to work out the urethra, to stop midstream. That's what I read.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
they're
that.
called man kegels.
Man Kangles. All right.
Yes.
You gotta
Well, I'm
do
good at
'em.
that then.
Says old man Chris.
Do those
Did you
man
see-
kegels.
Did you see the shit I got in the email the other day?
No.
No.
Silver singles.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I did see that.
So I get an email. All right, I'm 44. I'm not fucking 64. And I get a thing that's silver singles. And the best thing is I've got to read the
The tagline.
The tagline is the best. And it's if you were waiting for the perfect time to seize this opportunity, the time is now. You ain't got a lot of gas in the tank, buddy. You might want to do. And this is what I love. So it's got a woman on the email, right? And it shows all of her dates that she has lined up, and it's Monday. It's all dinner at Mastro's
As you
Steakhouse.
take your glasses
Right.
off to be able to read your phone.
Tuesday,
Just saying.
Marcus, Phantom of the Opera. Wednesday, Sanjay, walk through Central Park. Thursday, Kenneth, Knicks game. Friday, Thomas, NYC, Big Apple, Hellcat. I'm like, fuck, man, when I'm in my 60s, if I could fucking go out every night of the week, I'm fucking kicking ass.
Like, I don't need a girl. My fucking social life is fucking maxed out.
I just loved it. It's like, welcome to Silver Single. And then someone's like, just wait to get the ED environment. You know, and I'm like, oh, great.
So was that one of those like suggested ads, or you got it in your email?
I got an email.
Well, obviously, because that's the only way old people get advertisements anymore.
Not that anyone's old here.
No. But I think that the algorithm on Facebook and Instagram is evil. So as soon as I went single from my last relationship, it was like, here's all these dating apps for you, blah, blah, blah. Here's an advertisement for the book, This Is Why You're Single, like bullshit, right? And then as soon as I get in a relationship with Hamster, it's like engagement rings. I'm like, slow down, Facebook. So on Instagram now has these engagement ring ads, and I have not been looking for engagement rings at all. Not at all. And so he's sitting next to me, and he sees me scrolling, and he's like, oh, my God, like, are you looking at engagement rings? And I was like, no. And so for the last few weeks, he's been, like, freaking out. He's like, I'm not ready to get married. Like, you know that, right? And I'm like, why is he bringing this up?
Because he sees the ads.
I swear, he's just been seeing these ads. I'm like, thanks, Instagram.
Dude, Instagram, like, I got some the other day, and I was like, it was like, you should buy this on Amazon. And I was like, diesel, it was a diesel engine flaps, and I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, what happened to the like? Sometimes, like, everybody's like, I hate this algorithm that like mirrors, like,
okay,
and I'm like, I understand that, but what in the hell's going on here, man?
My favorite, I did get a good one on
my
Instagram.
algorithm right now is
fucked.
It's sending me coffins.
Oh.
Shit.
I was
That's
trying to find it.
I had one today.
But no, it's kind of hilarious because I'm
I know,
like,
it's
what
like,
the?
wow, you're really paying attention.
I had one today that was very suspicious. One that you think that, your phone is listening to you. And
Yeah.
And so I'm moving away.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend works at a place to where she goes to have coffee to this one place and eats a sandwich, whatever. Right. And I got that advertisement
for that place. Yeah.
For that place.
Because she was talking about
it. It totally listens.
Oh, they finally admitted to that it actually does.
But my favorite, so I finally got an ad that I might actually use. There's this company that you can send a picture of your dog to them, and then they will put him in like a Renaissance painting.
That's pretty amazing.
And like
not you, the dog.
Yeah, the dog. And so I saw the ad, and I just clicked on it because I thought it would be funny. And then I was like, oh my God, actually, I should do that.
Now they have you.
Mitch will look noble.
Yeah.
He could be like a knight.
He's got to have that like weird white thing
collar?
that goes around like his neck. That
I know.
No one, like only clowns wear now. But
and
like
it's only like $40. Okay, so you guys had the same reaction Hamster did because I was like, babe, it's only $40. We could have a huge painting of Mitch in a Renaissance costume. And he was like, okay, I need you to just think about what you just said for a second.
Yeah, right.
It's only $40 for a picture of our dog in a stupid outfit. We could do that on Photoshop.
All I thought was, that's affordable.
Right? See? Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
That is very affordable.
Because Hamster thinks I've lost my mind.
Yeah.
It would be adorable.
All mine is just shoes now. All I get now is just shoes, like tons. And it's so bad, I have to just like, I'm starting like
I wish I got those. I am so domesticated. I also got an ad for, you can put anybody's face on these socks.
Oh, wow. See, that'd be another one I would want too.
I would put Mitch's face on socks.
I've gotten that one as well.
That's what everybody's getting for Christmas. Socks with Mitch's face.
That'd be great.
My little dog.
I'll take it all day long.
I know. So cute.
Mine is just shoes, and it's like every day I walk in and I'm like, I'll go open up and I'm like, those shoes are pretty badass, and I'm just like, nope.
Don't need them.
Nope. You've got so many, you don't need anymore. Don't need any more.
Oh no,
It is-
I don't get any of those anymore. I used to get like dope shoes, like you're a feminist. Here's some like
Yeah.
we need ambassadors for feminists who think other women
Yeah.
are badass. And now it's just like you are domesticated. Here's some things you can give your partner to
Here
annoy
are
him.
mom jeans.
Yeah. Here's some mom jeans. You have a little kid. Do you like little kid cartoons?
These
You
are
know what I
really
mean?
nice,
But I feel-
well-fitting pants.
I feel Chris's
I like
definite patronage of shoes and socks have always been novelty. It's like something that's really cool,
Yeah.
but yet affordable. He's not one to buy like Michael J's or anything.
No. I go for stuff that like actually other people aren't gonna wear. Let's talk about some shoes. I want to talk about some shoes.
Are
Real
we
quick.
gonna talk about some shoes?
So when we went camping, we we like went back into town to see if our friend was on her way, and there's a Family Dollar in town.
Of course
and,
there was.
And we go there, and
Did you find shoes there?
I did not.
Okay.
Billy is like, I'm gonna buy these off-brand Crocs.
Oh, I remember the off-brand Crocs.
So then I tell him, I'm like, I don't think you should. And he's like, no, they're comfortable. And I go, Shelby's not going to like this. And so anyway, he buys them. He's wearing them the whole weekend. He loves them. Da, da, da.
I love my Crocs.
They're not Crocs. They are
off-brand.
off-brand Crocs. And like Shelby literally was like,
So I get
Help me.
a message, and she goes, when Billy goes to work, can you burn those off-brand Crocs?
she hates them.
And I was like, that's amazing. I
They're
was like,
so comfortable.
I told
and
you.
But I think let me just say this. This is a good question for everybody.
Yeah.
So women, we are really good at just being like, I fucking hate whatever, right? So if it's off-brand Crocs, it might be a pair of jeans.
It's not
Orange
off-brand
pants.
Crocs. It's
Orange
called.
pants?
I had
Yours
a pair,
were orange pants?
I had a pair of orange pants, and my girlfriend, she was like, you need to fucking burn these.
Oh my God. When I was married, okay, just to preface this, when I was married, I did the laundry all the time. My ex-husband had a pair of jeans
Oh,
that
shit,
he
yeah.
loved so much, and he like zip tied parts of them together.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm just going to put them in the trash and pretend I never
You don't know
saw
what
them.
happened to 'em.
I have no idea what
I don't know
happened.
what happened to those.
He lost his shit. And then, so Hamster moves in with me, and he had a pair of pants that were not great. They were falling apart. He had them for years,
Yeah.
whatever. I swear he wanted to have like a Viking funeral for these fucking pants. He was just like, they were so expensive, and like they fit me right. Like,
He bought them at Hot Topic.
I hated them.
All
But
I'm
I think
saying-
every girlfriend has a thing. That
Okay.
He also has a dad hat that I hate.
All right. Well, I want to stop you there because I had a girlfriend that I had to tell her she could not wear something around me ever.
What was it?
What do you think it was? Take a guess.
Muumuu.
A muumuu? No.
It was.
I don't know. I
Think
can't.
about what we were just talking about. Things that I'm really into.
Oh,
Was it a hat?
No.
was it shoes?
It was shoes.
Was it Crocs?
Worse.
Uggs?
Worse.
What?
Uggs are
Uggs.
amazing. How dare you?
I don't know.
How dare you? Uggs are comfortable.
Yeah, they're comfortable, but they're also
Worse
awful.
than Uggs?
Yeah.
Worse than Uggs? I don't. Okay.
New Balance?
No, worse than that.
Velcro shoes?
Worse than that.
Moccasins?
Worse than that. Worse than that.
Flip-flops
Flip-flops are
are
fine.
great.
Flip-flops are fine.
How dare you come
You-
after flip flops?
Bucket
yeah,
socks?
yeah. Think about the worst shoes that someone could wear in public.
Slippers.
Toe shoes.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit!
Gross.
You're right. You're actually right.
How did you date a person that liked toe shoes? I think those people are psychopaths.
And she was like, I use them when I go hiking and I climb around. I go, please don't ever wear. You have these?
Blech. Do you have toe shoes?
I was like,
Yeah.
please don't ever wear those in front of me ever. And she never did.
Do you have to wear those creepy toe socks with toe shoes?
Dude, I would wear those over the shoes any day.
No, they're creepy. All of it is creepy. Toes are gross. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, not sorry. They're gross.
No, you're right on that.
That's why I tip my pedicurist so
Okay.
well.
I call them my dance claws, because that's the only reason. Like, That's the
I'm
only
getting
reason I
sick
use
right
them.
now. This is grossing me out.
James, I'm disappointed in you. Like,
That-
I
It's the
have
worst
never
shoes
been
ever made.
disappointed in you, but
Smiley, I'm
those
here for it.
shoes.
I'm here
Really?
for it.
Because like I'm a
Am
professional
I wrong here?
dancer.
Those are the worst shoes of all time.
Yes, I don't want to yuck
And,
your yum, but
you,
gross.
you shouldn't use them as shoes.
No.
I understand that because that's fucking weird. But
People
for
wear
dance,
them at workplaces. And that should be
That's
against
wrong.
the rules.
that
should
is wrong.
be illegal. I
I
don't want to see your toes.
I wear them to do professional dance. There's no
Still
other
not into
reason
it.
to have them.
No, you should have no shoes on.
Oh,
It's called having no shoes on.
but my
Yeah.
It's called barefoot.
my
They're like,
toes-
well, it's a great way
Try
to run.
it.
It's a great way to run. Well,
My
actually,
toes
they
are
said it's
dainty.
not.
But also, Smiley, I understand it's called fashion, and they don't understand us.
That's fucking not fashion.
Excuse me, fuck you. I am very
If
fashionable.
you think Crocs and toe shoes are fashion,
You like
are
off-brand
fucking way
Crocs
off.
and you
it's
wear
called
toe
fashion.
shoes.
Look it up. And
Oh my god,
no,
no.
toe shoes are not fashion.
So
If
you-
that's fashionable,
So,
I don't want to be
Was I wrong?
stylish.
Was I wrong to tell her I don't want to? I don't want you
Yeah,
to wear
no,
those
I
on?
would literally burn them in a fire.
It's like
Well, those melted in that fire that I threw them in.
but she like wore them like normally, like a
Yeah.
regular.
Oh yeah, I love
Like a-
them.
Like
Love
with
them.
jeans?
Oh my god, that's weird.
No, yeah, dude. When I worked on computers where I traveled, I went to this fucking medical, like, not a hospital, but like they're a medical company.
Yeah.
And the IT guy was just fucking wearing those at work, dude. I'm like, what are you like? I was like, I looked down and I was like, huh.
That is
Okay.
disgusting.
Hope you don't drop some shit on your foot.
No.
I mean, that should completely be OSHA not compliant, but
I mean, I feel
And-
like
disgusting.
gross.
You kill yourself in the bathroom, sir.
I just
Just get it out of the way.
no. I mean, okay. Also, hamster has a dad hat.
What's a dad hat?
It's
it's a cap,
it's
baseball
a
cap.
cap.
Like this?
No, it's so you're wearing like a normal like.
Yeah.
His is from the Great American Beer Fest, which is why he likes it so much.
It's a Mac
and
DeMarco
it has
hat.
like the old
Oh.
style.
Yeah.
It has like the old style, like you have to pull the thing through the.
No, yeah.
But it's shaped weird, and he looks like a fucking.
It's
dad.
a cap. It's a cap, but it's an
Yeah.
awful one.
And then
Mac DeMarco hat.
Yeah,
he
Mac DeMarco
also
Ugh,
recently
God.
got slippers, and sometimes he'll wear his
I'm sorry.
dad hat with
Chopos?
slippers. Yeah,
What's wrong with the chopos? In the house?
Yeah.
Not
but
sexy.
also like it's just like with the dad hat, and then he'll do
okay.
dad dance moves to annoy me.
He wears a hat inside the house.
Sometimes.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think
doing
it's
right now.
just that
I mean, I'm
one
doing it right
hat
now, but-
to bother me.
I think I'm gonna be the first person to have sex while wearing Crocs.
Please don't. Please,
Yeah,
please
just
get
I
rid
don't
of
even
them.
want. No, dude,
That's gross.
I don't want to hear about
No.
off-brand Crocs.
Off-brand. Maybe I
They're
mean
called Crogs.
Crocs. I wouldn't be surprised.
Alligators.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is a porn genre for
Oh,
Crocs.
yeah.
There's a porn genre
hold
for
on.
like women shoving Barbies up there. You know
so
what
you
I
can
mean?
just
What?
so you can
Yes.
just cringe.
There probably is a toe shoe fetish.
All right, croc
Chase
porn.
is like, I am out of here. You guys are disgusting.
I'm looking up croc porn as we look.
No, I don't know.
Fucking
I
hot
thought
croc.
I was gonna be the first one to do it.
I
That-
feel like you're not.
Nah.
It's called Rule whatever from.
Does it,
Also, don't do
okay.
it.
And while we talk about this, I'm going to excuse myself.
I don't want to look at this porn,
I don't want to hear it.
but I want to see. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
All I'm saying,
Well,
is,
of course there's porn for
okay,
it.
so can I describe the porn to you real quick?
of course.
No.
So she has on Crocs, and she has the croc in his mouth.
Oh, I don't need to know.
That's
this.
actually kind of hot to me.
Jesus Christ, Billy.
That porn was made for me.
Oh no. Oh God, I just saw things I didn't want to see. So the woman has on the Crocs, and she has them on each side of the penis, massaging the penis.
Yeah, it's called a foot fetish, but with Crocs.
Oh God, dang! This is too
Shut
far.
it down, man. Shut it down.
This
I
is
don't
too
under-
far. The croc porn fetish is too far. Jesus, what do you guys talk about on your show? Croc porn. That's what we talk about. That's what it
Also,
tells me
Crocs are fashion, and I'm bringing them back. Billy
Wow.
Belmont is
They were
bringing back
never
the
a
Crocs.
thing, man.
So, Holly Ann, because you left, I'll explain to you
They're
the porn.
plastic
The porn that I'm
shoes.
looking at right now. It's a woman wearing Crocs and she has the Crocs on each side of
Don't
the
look at
penis, massaging it.
It's
No,
bad.
I have to see it.
No, don't look at it.
Well, I don't know if those are Crocs, but there's the Crocs there. Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah.
So disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most practical
Mostly
shoes
'cause
you
of
could
the
ever
Crocs.
have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to
So
yuck
comfortable.
anybody's yum.
Well, then
but
there's, then there's
also,
the Croc in the guy's mouth right here. Yeah.
It's all
come
wrong.
on, men. Your dicks deserve better.
Right. I
Don't-
don't. Yeah. Plastic's no good.
Like, find you a girl that'll jack you off in, like, Louboutins or something, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But someone was like, I was talking to Ian, the brewer that made the 10 drink minimum brown ale, and he's like, yeah, man, I was at a fetish bar and I didn't know there was such a thing as fetish bars in he's like in Chicago. He's like, I walk in and it was the first time and last time I ever went to one. And he goes, and a woman was in high heels and she had one foot on a guy's chest and the other foot on his head,
Oh, I've seen worse
pushing
than that.
down on him.
I've seen worse
No,
than
but
that.
this was just like on the table in the bar. It wasn't like, I mean,
There are men that want women to, in like
Step on
huge
their nuts,
heels,
yeah.
just like crush their nuts. There's also a form of porn that like they want the women to crush their balls till they're almost flat. I mean,
how is that even like a good idea?
it's not.
Oh, okay.
But men will pay for it.
Oh,
I'll take that job all day, any day.
I mean,
And the thing is, they'll pay for it. They won't find a partner that will actually do
because
that.
how awkward would that be? Like, it's already awkward enough to talk about things you're into that are like,
so
whatever.
What are you into? I like for someone to step on my nuts.
Really
with,
want
high
you
heels.
to crush my nuts till they're flat like a pancake. Like, what girl is just gonna be like, yes.
with some Crocs on.
It's like, oh, dang, that's awesome. It's like, oh my
They'll be
God, can I
throwing
be
those
your
Crocs.
girlfriend?
Yeah. I mean, you at least have to wait like a year of being together. No, you'd have to wait until you were like married for 10 years to be like, will you please just crush my balls?
I
with
want
your
to.
teeth?"
I want for like in my lifetime, the guy that's dying, that created the Crocs, and he's dying, and he's like, I just want to apologize for making those Crocs.
He needs to
You know,
apologize.
like
We
the
all
guy,
need
like
an
the guy
apology.
that about the K cups. He's like, yeah, that was I should.
You're talking about the guy who, talking about the guy who invented the atom bomb. It's like, just
Yeah.
regretted it.
Yeah,
You know
the
what?
AK-47. He's like, it's fucking worst idea. Sorry,
you know
guys.
who also needs to apologize is the person who invented the Diva Cup.
What? Oh, I don't see. You have to explain that to us. We
Oh
don't-
man, it's like a tampon, but it's a reusable cup.
What?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I've had
once
to
had to
clean
go
those
to
things up.
urgent care. This is the most embarrassing story of my entire life. My friend gave me one of those as a present. That is not something you should just choose for another person because they have different
Wow.
sizes and you don't know. So I got one stuck in me, and there's a lot of things I will ask my girlfriends to help me with. That is not one of them. Like, not at all. Not going to happen. Absolutely not. So I went to urgent care because it got stuck in me. And I kid you not, I get to urgent care. First of all, the girl acted like she couldn't hear me. I think she just wanted to embarrass me. Because she was like, why are you here? And I whispered. Well, not whispered, but I was very lowly saying, like, I have a Diva Cup stuck in me. And then she was
A
like,
loud
oh, my
whisper.
gosh, you have a Diva Cup stuck in you. We'll get to you as soon as we can. I don't think that's an emergency. I'm like,
She got on the
yeah.
intercom.
Intercom, yes.
Dr. Johnson, we have a K-cup stuck in a woman here who doesn't know how to.
Not a K-cup.
What's it
That
called?
would be
Diva
weird.
Cup, sorry,
Diva
Diva
Cup.
Cup.
I don't shove coffee in my... That's a good idea, though. It might work.
Also, I'm addicted to nicotine. Or nicotine, but caffeine.
Caffeine.
Okay, sorry.
I'll
We
just
have
shove it
a
up there.
Diva Cup stuck up a woman who doesn't understand how things work.
Well, so
Apparently.
I was like, yeah, I know it's not an emergency. That's why I'm at urgent care and not the like emergency room. I'm not extra.
Yeah.
So then this guy walks out. He's the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life.
Of course.
And I'm like, I swear to God, if he has my name, I'm gonna lose it.
So hold on. I
And
want
he
him. I
did.
want him to walk up to you and be all, "Hi, Holly. Sorry, I just broke up with my fiance, and I just want to meet a good woman. Anyway, what's wrong with you?
Oh, it's
I got this thing.
so he like he of course has my chart. I go back there with him, and he's like, well, you know, we've seen this a couple times. It just means that you have a tight set vagina. And I was like, okay. And then he tries to
Y'all
hand
damn
it.
right I do.
He's like, "Do you want me to rinse this out and give it back to you?" And I was like, "No, just throw it away. It's okay. You just
Burn
told me I
it."
shouldn't use it." And then he asked me for my number, but I was
What?
like,
I remember the story.
"Yeah."
Because you have a tight vagina.
And I was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
"Fuck you, dude!" Like, if you had asked me for my number before you knew what was wrong with me, I would have been totally fine. But now you just want your dick to get stuck in there. No, thank you, sir. And that's how I missed out on
And
dating
you
the
tell your
hottest
mom
man
that
I
story,
ever
and she's
met.
like, Holly, he was a doctor.
I mean, I'm sure
He
there's-
wasn't. He was a nurse's assistant. Okay.
There are guys. I'm saying. I'm just thinking about the story. Like prior to
Like,
this.
how did you guys meet?
No. It's
You
one of
pulled
those
a
things. It's
cup
one of those
of
things
blood
where
out of
like,
me.
okay, so it became a problem eventually where you had to seek help.
yeah.
So like hours prior, you're like in yourself trying to pull it out.
Oh yeah. So this
with
is.
pliers?
Do you want to hear this? Well, it was okay. It was really hard because at first I thought I was just like stressed out, and that like because when we're tense, our vagina just like clamps onto things. So if we're tense
As
and
it
we
does.
think it's gonna hurt, we just So I thought, okay, I'll sit down for a couple of hours and then I'll be fine. But there's this thing called toxic shock syndrome, which is really scary for women. We can
Right,
die from it, and you
right.
can still
Yep.
get it from these diva cups. So women beware. So the longer that I kept I tried like 3 or 4 times because nobody wants to ask anybody to like pull this out because it's a cup of blood. Like, it's
Yeah.
gross.
It's your
Yeah, it's like, who
Sure.
are you gonna feel
Hubba.
comfortable? Like, hey, you're gonna need pliers, and you're gonna have to keep a secret because this is. Anyway, so
Seems
I
fair.
tried really hard. It wasn't like I went to urgent care after like not being able to like pull it out, but it was, I was afraid I was gonna get toxic shock
Sure.
syndrome,
Yeah.
sepsis.
sepsis. Just my vagina was gonna fall off. Just any of those things went through my head. So, yeah. But my favorite part was when he asked if he wanted me to like, or if I wanted him to rinse it out and give it back to me. I'm like, no, this is already humiliating enough. Thank you. No, thank you.
Did you tell him to burn it?
He pulls it out and he just does a shot. He's like, woo!
Why? Why did I bring this story up on this
yeah.
podcast?
Oh, yeah.
For fun.
For funsies. I tell
Yeah.
it on stage a lot. And my favorite part is how uncomfortable men get at the idea of it.
Apparently not us.
I know, you guys are fine, but I love when I do that and there's like a middle-aged guy just sitting in the front row and I ask him what a cervix is with the joke before it. And then he says vagina parts because that's the common answer
Yeah.
for men is, it's a
That's
vagina part.
common
Yeah.
answer?
Yeah.
Vagina parts?
Vagina part. I had one guy say it's the thing that helps you sing, which is also accurate, but a different diaphragm. It's a diaphragm, not a cervix.
Yeah, it's a diaphragm.
And then right after that, I make them really uncomfortable with talking about a cup that collects blood.
Huh.
Freaks them out. So I've had people walk out.
All right.
And you would think, like, men, they would be okay with it. Like,
I've cleaned my mom's diaphragm.
Huh.
you've cleaned it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Didn't know that at the time.
Oh,
I was
okay.
a
Gotcha.
child.
I thought she's like, James, can you
Was
help
it in
me
the
out with
dishwasher?
things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got you.
Okay, because I was like, what?
I was like, where does this go? It doesn't appear to be
What is
dishware.
this
It's an
product?
egg white separator.
egg white separator.
Well,
That's what I would say.
we have some
Where's this go?
breaking sad news.
Mom,
Oh, no,
where does
what?
this go?
Oh no.
Comedy legend Rip Taylor has passed away.
Oh.
But I don't understand the headline. I mean, I do, but I mean, did we really have to say all this? Rip Taylor, flamboyant comic and host of the $1.98 beauty show, dies at 84. I mean, he was 84.
Wow. He was
But I mean, did we have
and
to
he
say
had a
flamboyant?
stroke, I think. Didn't he
Oh.
have a stroke or something?
I don't know. I just saw this.
No, he was my favorite part of Wayne's World 2.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Who hasn't had
We're gonna
this?
get Rip Taylor's gonna be there
Like,
throwing
when are we
confetti.
going to stop pointing out that people are flamboyant? Like, when is
Yeah,
that going to
that
stop?
doesn't need to be there. Known
It
as the
doesn't.
king of confetti and the crying comedian. I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Did he cry? I never saw him cry. It was always like he was always kind of like I always felt like he was like Don Rickles, but like he would throw confetti at people. Like he would always say, because he would always like say like fucked up things and throw confetti at him. You know, like
he was like the sweet Don Rickles.
Yeah,
I'm gonna insult you, but here's some confetti.
Yes. Interesting. I didn't know. Yeah. When did he die today?
That's sad. I don't know.
Sunday. Yeah. Beverly Hills.
Oh, that's sad.
Rip Taylor.
At least he made it a long
Rip
life,
Taylor.
though.
Yeah, 84.
You know
That's
what? For a comedian, that's
that
like
is
a million years old.
Yeah.
We all die at like 45.
But yeah, did they really need to say flamboyant comic?
I am so tired of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, it's either if you're I hate when they're like, she's a female comedian.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. If you couldn't tell, I am a girl.
Right.
Or like they'll bring up like somebody and they'll be like, oh, he's flamboyant. Like it does. You'll see that in a second.
Black comedian.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Charlie Murphy passes away. You know, Eddie Murphy's brother. So Chase just looked in the camera earlier and made me think of a story. So whenever we used to do the show, The Art Bar, this is how far back Chase goes. There was this. We used to do Vine. Vine was a big thing.
Oh,
Billy
I
was really into
Vine.
And I remember like we did my favorite Vine I ever did, and it never got any kind of play. Is Chase always? Everybody always says you look like Ryan Gosling, right?
I mean, he kind of does.
Yeah. So my favorite thing was I did a Vine where I was like, "Hey, Smiley, do your Ryan Gosling impression," and then like I paused it, and then I switched it to him, and then like that was the thing.
Oh.
So I like switched from Smiley to him. It was like,
oh, it's like this.
Do you ever get confused for him or?
Yeah.
No, when I have a beard, Charlie Hunnam.
He says
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam when he has a beard. That's true. Oh yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. You need to grow a beard.
I got this story. So I've got a story from this weekend. So I went to El Vado, the El Vado area, for the first time ever. So I used to live in that area, and they were like, when I lived over there, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna," they're like, "Do you know they're gonna redo this whole area? It's gonna be completely different." And then I moved away, and then they did it. So Friday, I went for the first time over there to check it out. Mm-hmm. And it's really cool. I mean, have you guys been over to? Who's been?
I went just last weekend for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I go to El Vado, and I took my friend Alex. It was her birthday, so I was like, whatever you want, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for all the food. I'll pay for the alcohol. And it's really cool because it's kind of like Green Jeans.
Yeah.
There's like all the different places to eat, and then there's just like one center area where I like it a little better because you can actually take alcohol where you eat.
I like it because I can bring my dog where I eat.
So I go into the Ponderosa, and I order a couple of beers.
Yeah.
And the woman behind the counter, she like serves me. I go back outside and go drink them. Come back in the second time, and she goes, "Are you that 10 drink minimum guy?" And I go, "Yeah, I am actually." And then she goes, "Has anyone ever told you that you look like?" And I go, "Seth Rogen." She goes, "No, Dan Harmon."
Oh.
Really?
And I go,
You know what? My dad really looks like Dan Harmon.
"Your dad does. Your dad's older than me." Like,
He's much older. Yeah.
And so immediately I go,
I don't think you look
"Fuck."
like him at all.
Right. And then everybody's like, "Well, that's not an insult." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I kind of think it is.
So,
But it's also not like a...
It's not like a bad thing. It's just...
Oh, no. I'm old. I get it. No, I get it.
I don't think you look like him, though. But I posted an Instagram picture of my dad and I, like, out drinking.
Yeah.
And this comedian was like, "I didn't know your dad was Dan Harmon."
Right.
I was like, don't you think if my dad was Dan Harmon, I would not be as poor as I am right now?
Right.
Like 15 years ago when people said I looked like Johnny Depp, I was like, that's cool. Now when they say it about me, I'm like,
No thanks.
I'm not cool with that, actually.
No, thank you. We were talking about this.
no,
we were
thank
actually
you.
talking about this earlier, how Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves have just flip-flopped. Like, back in the day, you were kind of like, I didn't like Keanu Reeves. I was like, kind of like, oh, he was, I always felt like he was just doing Ted in every movie he did. Now, Keanu Reeves is like America's treasure. And Johnny Depp has flipped from that, where he's just like this gross weirdo.
I think it's because Keanu Reeves' story came out.
Yeah.
Like his background. And then it makes him so much more lovable.
Well, and then he did John Wick. And,
Yeah.
Then you find out like all the he gives
He's been
so
through
much.
a lot.
He gave almost all of his Matrix money to leukemia.
And he lived
or
like
something.
in a very small apartment and like all this stuff. His wife and child,
Both
wife
died.
and child
Yep.
died
Yep.
and all this stuff. And you just see that and you're like, oh, he's automatically just
And
more
the
attractive
viral-
because he's sweet.
And the viral video of him like on the subway,
Yeah.
and then the woman, like a old or a pregnant woman, was there, and he just stood up and was like, take my seat.
National
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah.
National
But
treasure.
like, should we really be that way about like a famous person just being like a normal fucking person?
Right. Which brings me to what happened last night. I almost forgot about this. I'm glad we brought this. So last night I'm at Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
In a pretty house, and I'm hanging out with our friend, and I'm not gonna mention his name because, I'm just not gonna do it.
Okay.
So this woman comes over, and she's standing at the bar, and she didn't look like she was in a bad way, and she kind of does that like turn to the left where she's, like hedging to say something, and then she doesn't. But then she finally turns and she like leans into Kale, or I'm sorry, that's his name. Oops.
You just said
Our friend name said. She leans into our friend, and I hear her say something, and she says Uber hum, and I'm like, I don't know what
Uber
that means.
hum?
Yeah. So then I'm like, and then he's like, no, and she looks at me and she goes Uber hum, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is, and then she goes, never mind. And I go, oh, Uber home. And she goes, yes. And I go, absolutely. Let me, where do you live? And she basically was in a bar. She didn't know anyone, intoxicated. And she was like, I need
Help. I need help. Yeah.
So I call an Uber. And I'm like, it'll be here in 4 minutes. And I said, let me walk out with you because I need to tell them that I'm not going to be in the car.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank you. And then she tried to, then we, go to walk out, and she almost walked out with a beer. And she's like, you can have that, by the way. And I was like, it's fine. So I walk over to the car, and the lady goes, Michael. And I go, yeah, I'm not actually going to ride with you. This woman here asked me if I would get her an Uber home, and I just want to make sure it's okay. Can you please get her home? And she goes, yes, absolutely.
Aww.
And that happened. And I'm like, man, how is this not more of a thing?
Right.
That's always a thing.
It's not. I've never seen that before in my entire life.
I've done that at least 3 times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never done it, but I think there needs to be more of a, like Uber and Lyft maybe need to, add a thing.
Yeah.
Like where you click
You
on
can
it.
give it to somebody
And you're
else.
like, hey, this person needs a ride home. They're drunk.
I remember one night I got super, you know those times where, you think you're doing okay and you're hanging out with your friends, and you just have maybe one more than you should have?
Yeah.
No, of course not. I don't
No,
remember
none
this.
of us get
Not
drunk.
me.
So one night I think I forgot to eat lunch, and then I didn't eat dinner because I was out with my friends, and I got super wasted by accident. And I was so drunk that I couldn't read my Uber thing. It was
damn.
confusing and blurry, and I just got so upset. I was crying. And this really, really sweet old man comes up, and he's like, honey, are you okay? And I was like, I can't figure out Uber. I can't do anything right. And he got me an Uber, but it took 7 men asking me if they could take me home before somebody
that's
offered,
fucked. No.
I'll get you an Uber.
No, that's fucked up.
So, it's nice to hear that there are nice gentlemen who will just be like, let me get you an Uber, and I'll walk you out to the Uber.
You've 3 people you've never met in your entire life. You're like,
No, they were my friends.
no. This is a woman I never met in my entire life. Never met her in my entire life.
Yeah.
And literally, she's like, I need an Uber home.
We
And I was
need
like-
more men like that because
And I was like, oh, absolutely. And then I was like, where do you live? And I texted in, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, there needs to be a safe
option.
Yeah, safe option in Uber and Lyft. Not for friends, but for people I don't know how she knew to come and ask us. She was just like, and it was funny. She's like, Uber hum. And I was like, I don't know what that is. I know what Uber is. I don't know what Uber hum is. I was like, Uber home. And she goes, yes.
But
And I
I'm
was
glad
like,
she
oh.
asked you and not some weird guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
because there are so many, and I'm not saying that all men are this way because they're definitely absolutely
Right.
not. But it is a scary thing as a woman
Right.
to be drunk in a bar and not know how to get home, and not like that night that I couldn't figure out Uber. Like I said, there were so many men who were just like, I'll give you a ride home. And, you know, I'm just an asshole,
No.
and I will tell a guy off, you know, no matter how drunk I am. I'm just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But it took like, I think like 6 or 7 people before
Yeah.
somebody was just like, let me do the right thing.
Here's the thing that's fucked up. Like, all I could think about was like, and I immediately was like, yeah, no, yeah, let's do this. Because I was like, what if I said no, and then like something fucked up happened that way? I'm like, no, let's get this person home. And I mean, I watched the thing the entire way to make sure she got home, and I was like, I mean, was I worried that she would throw up in the vehicle or something? Yes. I mean, because that's insanely. But then I thought in my mind, I'm like, but again, that's a small price to pay.
Right.
For
It's
someone
like
not to get assaulted.
It's like paying it forward.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start a new thing where
Yeah,
people
that's
pay
what I'm
it
trying.
forward.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know?
Like, how does Uber, how does Lyft change their, like? There's got to be something like maybe you can donate to.
That's like 8 something, right?
Yeah.
840.
Yeah, like you can donate something in there. So if someone's like intoxicated
In a sitch.
and they're screwed, and they can like click on it, and then the driver drives up and goes, "Yeah, you're fucked up. Get in the car." You
Yeah.
know, boom, go. It's got to be something like that, you know?
Yeah. Or if a girl goes on a bad date and she's scared to ride in the car with a dude,
Yeah.
that happens a lot. As a bartender, I've paid
Yeah.
for many an Uber just because the girl, you could tell that she was uncomfortable. And I never want a woman to ride in a car she's afraid to get into. That's horrible.
Yeah. So I don't know. I that happened to me last night, and that never happened to me before. I mean, I've had friends I've bought Ubers for, of course, but I've never had an individual who was just like, they knew they were fucked up, and they were like, Uber home, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know you, but let's do this. You know?
Uber Alice.
You know, and yeah. I mean, and I thought about it, and like the guy at the door was like, "Wow, that was great of you." And I go, "No, that's community.
It's a normal human being response.
That's community." And I walked inside. I was like, "Cause that's how I felt about it." I was like, "That's what should happen."
That's how
In a
more
world.
people should be. Good on you, Chris.
Yeah.
But also, like,
And
everybody
I'm-
should go back to being human beings and just be nice to each other. That's it's ridiculous how,
Right.
like, I just feel like everybody has lost their humanity where, like I said, it's like a normal thing that a man might do before where, like,
Right.
he gets up and offers a pregnant woman a seat on the subway is like,
Oh, I would
my
never
God,
do that.
we're
Fuck
celebrating.
That. I'm just kidding.
Of course, Chris. That's
I'd be
your line.
I'd be like,
That's your line.
Get to work, woman. I'm just kidding. No, I would never do
Oh,
that.
my God.
I'm kidding.
People are gonna like cut that out and make that a snippet.
Simpler
And
times.
But
No.
you know,
How can you tell if they're pregnant?
Just kidding.
you know what? You should never. Also, don't ever ask a woman if she's pregnant.
I would never do that.
I got that one time at a comedy show,
Yeah, you should never do that. Yeah, right.
and I was just like, "No, I just ate a burger earlier. Fuck you, I'm not."
I was
pregnant.
at Fat Burger.
So she'd always just go up to a girl
Oh.
and say, "Was
Oh.
it delicious?
So I
Was
had
it
to-
delicious?"
So we're talking about hamburgers now.
Yeah,
Oh no,
So
no, we can't talk
no,
about
this
hamburgers.
is safe. This is safe.
this is safe. It's
Okay.
safe.
And maybe we'll end with this. So I was at the Elvado,
Uh huh.
and there's a hamburger place,
Uh huh.
and they have a hamburger
Uh huh.
that's a 50
No. Fuck
50
them.
burger.
Fuck them. We know that Hollow
Chorizo?
Spirits did that.
You're talking about the
first.
chorizo burger.
I am.
We all know that Hollow Spirits did that first.
We all know.
Fuck that shit.
I know. I saw
Go,
it.
if you want a
You can't
chorizo
talk.
hamburger,
You can't bring up burgers.
I
if
know, I
you
know.
want a chorizo hamburger, go to Hollow Spirits.
Hollow
'cause
Spirits.
Tristan Rogers.
Bottom.
Rogers?
Yep.
Yep.
You're correct.
Tristan Rogers came up with that hamburger, and it is amazing.
Correct.
And
I just wanted to know. I saw it
Bosque.
at Elvado.
Oh, fuck them. All right.
Oh, I don't know if it was Bosque.
It's
it-
Bosque Burger.
Oh, that is.
They're
what it
the
is.
burger
I'm
place.
sorry, that is
Yep.
what it is. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yep.
Just kidding. That's not the opinion of Hollow Spirits. I just got to talk about this.
This is why we do not bring up burgers
Hold
on this show.
Hold on. Let me finish because otherwise I'll get in trouble with my boss. He went over the handbook with me and he was like, "You're on a podcast. Like, please don't express your opinion as our opinion ever."
Right. Oh, really? Wow. What?
Yeah, like I can express my opinion, but I have to make it clear that it's
Yeah.
not Hollow Spirits'
That's
opinion.
your opinion.
Yeah.
That's
so
my
this
opinion as well.
This is my opinion. Fuck you, Bosque Burger. Hollow Spirits, though, is probably very supportive of them because they are a New Mexico brand.
Specifically didn't eat there because of that.
Yes, high fives.
Oh my God, we need to cut this off right now.
All right.
Yeah, before
All right.
any of us get in trouble.
All right.
Seriously?
So, does anybody have anything to promote?
Burgers
I
are
do.
not on the topic on
Anybody
this
have anything to
show
promote?
ever.
Yeah.
I do. Every Monday, I have my Inside Out open mic, which is tomorrow at Inside Out, obviously, the Idiot Revolution. And also now you can catch me slinging drinks Friday and Saturday mornings at Hollow Spirits. I'm there until about
In
4
the
or
morning?
5.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm there until 4 or 5.
No, what time do you go in?
I go in at
8 a.m.?
open.
Oh.
No. So we open at 11.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's morning, I guess.
You can go in for Bloody Marys on Saturday.
Oh.
I will make them for you.
Oh.
Yeah. And I believe that is it.
Billy has nothing to promote because he's done.
He is moving.
Billy's done.
But
James, you snatchers and
as usual, you check me out on NBC or on Hulu for the second season of Midnight
James
Texas.
is doing a new level of croc porn that'll be on the internet soon. I'm just kidding. That'd be
So
amazing.
gross. Please don't.
He's just got his crocs up in the air and plowing down.
Also, you
raw.
can get a real 50-50
So
burger
raw.
at Hollow
Hollow
Spirits.
Spirits.
On
No,
Friday or
there-
Saturdays
okay,
when
there-
I'm working.
There, no burger talk. All right.
And that's it.
No burger talk. We'll have one more burger show probably in the rest of the history of the show ever again. November 1st, Moonlight Lounge.
Yes.
Everyone's worried about all the bands that are playing.
Oh my God, it's so many bands.
There's too many bands. There's too many bands.
Too many.
How can we fit all those people?
Too
Well-
many bands love Billy.
Well, it's the thing
There's
is,
an answer. Do you know the answer?
I don't
What's
know
the
the answer.
answer?
The
What's
answer is
the
they're going to
answer?
open up probably the doors to the Sunshine Lobby and maybe
Oh,
have
wow.
a second bar.
Wow.
So November 1st, Billy Belmont's going away party. Who's on that bill? Robin Frank, Candice Morales,
Oh yeah.
Abort,
Ooh.
the Red Light Cameras, Carrier Waves,
And
Crime Lab, and you'll have to come and see.
Who's gonna be
You'll have to come and see. There's one more band, but that's a secret.
That's like a festival almost.
There's
Yeah,
people-
we're going to have the
people-
Billy
The
Belmont
show's gonna have to
Festival.
start at like 6 o'clock.
There's people
Yeah.
flying or driving in to play.
Wow.
Well,
Billy
holy
just
smokes.
had a small panic attack.
Duh.
I think
Are
we
you
should
aware?
just, I think we should just call this a Billy Belmont Festival.
Billy-
Music
the Bi-
Festival.
Billy Fest.
Billy Fest.
Billy Festing.
I'm gonna have a great time. The thing is, I actually
gonna be
fly,
great.
I literally fly out the next day.
Yep.
You're going to be so hungover.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. But I mean, being hungover on a plane is actually a good thing.
It's not bad.
It's not a
It's
bad idea.
fun.
So that's November 1st. If you're in the Albuquerque metropolitan area and you're not a Balloon Fiesta piece of shit, come to November 1st. Yeah.
The thing is, if you went to the Balloon Fiesta, you're not invited to
You're
the
not
show.
invited. Fuck you.
Billy,
Fuck you.
me
No, we
and
have
you
a lot
are
of
going to
friends.
go watch the Balloon Glow. So then we can't go?
Oh,
Yep.
I can't go because I'm going to the Balloon Glow.
Yeah, we're going to the Balloon Glow.
Can't go. No, can't go. Anyway, that's November 1st. And that's it. That's all we got. October is going to be the final month of this studio. It's going to be the final month of this setup.
It's going to be the final
We
month
will
of
not
Billy
have
Belmont.
I
final
did
month of
not.
Billy Belmont.
I did not break the television.
He did not, thank God. After October, this will be a whole different deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation. I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
You're so going to cry.
And actually, this is my second to
cry.
last
I
because I'm
cry
going to
all the
Chicago
time.
in 2 weeks. So
I
I'll be here
cry a
next
lot,
week,
too.
But then you won't be here.
the week
that.
after, but then the one
Right.
after that.
Okay. Cool.
We're all just going to cry for the next few episodes. I feel like that's what's
So
gonna
wait a minute.
happen.
You have next Sunday, and then you're off the Sunday after
and then I
that.
have the last
And then
one.
Yeah,
the
the
last
last one.
Sunday.
Okay.
And we're all going to cry real hard.
Yeah. Again.
It's going to be like when Greg
Again.
Jomick left, but all of us are going to cry.
change. Oh, do you want me to play the song?
No, please. For fuck's sake. You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna play it. I'm not playing it today, but I'm gonna play it that day because there's a history.
Okay, that's fine. But I thought you were gonna play it right now, and then I was
No.
gonna cry real
No,
hard.
I mean I'll play it after the show, so you cry. I'm not gonna play it on the
Thanks,
air.
Chris.
You're welcome.
So nice.
I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. I mean, it's been kind of a insane.
It's been a weird show.
It's been a weird one, but I mean that's gonna happen from time to time. Let's hope that the United get in the playoffs.
Somos Unidos.
Somos Unidos. Yeah. Thanks, Chase, for hanging out. I mean,
Yeah,
man,
stopping
he's
by.
here. He's supportive. We have an audience here. We have a guy that hadn't been here for a long time. It's good to see him. You can go to tendrinkminimum.com and check out our show, facebook.com/tendrink. Our Instagram is @tendrink.
My Instagram is Holly Bird Comedy. That's bird spelt with a Y.
Ooh. We enjoy everyone that, if you ever see us in public, come up and talk to us. I'm not really that curmudgeon as I really seem on the show.
And I will always give you a hug.
Yeah. And, and you can take a picture like the mayor did with me. It's fine. Just kidding. And by all means, thank you, everybody, for being here. And with that, we are 10 Drink Minimum.